Well, good morning, YGT viewers. Hello, welcome. It's Thursday morning. It's the start of a new week for us here at YGTV. We start on a Thursday.
We do, yes.
It's quite weird, but that's what we do. I'm not going to do the boring stuff to start with. I'm going to do something very exciting to begin with. You know our heavy-duty pots, don't you? All you regular viewers, we all know how good these are.
We
these
do,
30-litre heavy-duty pots. You can grow almost anything in them.
We can. It's a monumentous moment coming up next. So we always need a drum roll for this, don't we, really? Because, yeah.
Well, are you ready?
If you thought these were big...
Oh! Yay! We have now got an upgraded, new size, amazing heavy-duty pot. It's bigger, it's better, it's amazing. This is a 50-litre heavy-duty pot. It's a 50-centimetre diameter. It's still got the fantastic features of the drainage holes in the bottom, the drainage holes in the side. They are ridiculously tough. They're so strong. Now you can plant more in these.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is phenomenal, isn't it? I mean, we've saying earlier on, you could put the 3 blueberries in there if you wanted to.
Yes,
it's big
the
enough for
blueberry
that.
collection.
Yeah. I mean, you could even grow, a lilac in one of these for, a couple of 2 or 3 years if you wanted to as well, because these are whoppers. These are brilliant.
Absolute whoppers. And you are, in this deal here, going to get...
Not 1, not 2.
3 of them, so it's $23.79 as a club member. So I can't do the maths, but that's brilliant value. You're going to get 3 of those, and you're going to be able to grow so much more. Actually, I was thinking about it. So I do grow the blueberry collection. You know, the one where you get the early, the mid, the late cropper. I've got each of those in a 30-litre heavy-duty pot. So they're wonderfully space-saving. They don't take up a huge amount of room, but actually the footprint of one of these is way less than the footprint of 3 of those 30-litre pots. So it is going to be even more space saving, isn't it?
Yeah, and these are really robust, aren't they? I mean, these are rigid, really rigid pots. I'm trying to do the opposite of you, Bex. I'm trying to go the other way, and I can barely change the shape of that pot because it's not flimsy plastic. This is heavy, tough plastic, and these, when we say these are going to last you years, these are seriously going to last you.
I think these will last a lifetime,
20,
honestly.
25, 30 years, why not? I mean,
super strong.
Yeah, UV stable, obviously frost resistant, and they're lightweight. Although they're big, they're still reasonably lightweight as well.
I mean, when they're full of compost, you might need 2 people of you to lift them, but this is the great thing, because they do have the moulded handles, and it makes it so much easier, because one gets one side, one gets the other side. It's so much easier with a pot of this quality. How many, exactly, Stu, how many potatoes would you get in a pot that big?
I think you would need 2 people to help you lift that.
You'd get some really good crops.
Yeah.
Talking of that, we've got a load of Grow Your Own coming on the show today. I'm so excited. I'm trying to buy a new house with a bigger garden. And the reason is I want to start doing all of this Grow Your Own. We've got leeks, we've got onions, we've got tomatoes, we've got spinach, we've got herb collection coming later on as well. So it's really exciting. I'm really pleased to be here with you today.
In fact, this is big enough to do a little herb garden.
You could,
You could have 4 or 5. You could almost have a little bay in the middle if you wanted to, or a little rosemary.
Your own little kitchen garden in a couple of these pots.
And then your little herbs around the edge. I mean, you could make a little fruit garden, couldn't you?
Very exciting.
You could almost have a honeyberry in the middle of one of these and some strawberries around the edge. I mean, goodness, we've opened up a whole new world here, haven't we?
The possibilities are endless.
Which is
okay,
good.
So the item number is 130686. You go to yougarden.com to place your orders. You can, of course, use the phone line. The details are down there, 0844 502 0050. You can get them now with free shipping using that code you can see on the screen as well, YGTV1725. The only way you get free shipping, unless they're doing some special deal in the YouGarden website land, is by shopping with us here on YGTV and using that code. The code opens up the savings, the code opens up the free postage. You have to enter it into every order you place so that you can save loads of money. Hello, by the way, I'm Bex. I know I didn't introduce myself at the beginning. I'm Bex. This is Adam. We just wanted to really get these heavy-duty pots right in at the beginning. We are here to show you loads and loads of gardening goodies. Join the club if you're not already. You'll see there's 2 prices on screen. We don't want to pay that high red price, do we? I mean, it's still a great price. It is still. But by joining our club, you actually get a 15% discount. Costs you £10 to join. That's your cost for the entire year. It's on auto renewal. You can cancel it at any time. But if you keep the auto renewal going, if and when we put the price of the club up, you will never pay more than what you paid when you joined. So £10 per year right now. And as long as you keep that going, you will only ever pay £10. You'll get 15% discount off of most of the things that you buy in here. The plants, the pots, the compost, All of that will get you 15%, but you can also go onto the website and get 7.5% off your outdoor living and your machinery. You'll get £20 worth of YouGarden vouchers. They come in £5 blocks. Don't pay attention to the start date, just pay attention to the end date. If you want to spend them all in one day in 4 separate orders, you absolutely can. You'll also get your free postage vouchers as well, worth £6.99 each. I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't want to join this club. If you love gardening, you're going to get all of those amazing benefits. What else do I need to tell you? Please chat with us. We're live right now on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we are on the YouGarden website. I'll just grab the iPad quick. We're on the YouGarden website as well, so you can chat on Facebook, you can chat on YouTube. You can also send us your emails to ygtv@yougarden.com. I haven't logged in, but I will, and we'll just say a quick hello to whoever's in there. Apparently, Olwyn, Neil, Verna, Anne, you're all in. Becky, hello
morning,
to
folks.
you.
Nice to see you.
Yes, Becky came over from TikTok, yes. There's a few people that have joined us from TikTok, so thank you for joining this lovely little community as well. Anne says, I'm so looking forward to tomatoes. I've got some from seed, but I want a couple of plants too. Yes, we've got some wonderful tumbling toms coming in there as well.
They're beautiful. They are lovely, sort of yellowy orange, super sweet little cherry tomatoes. Oodles of them as well on one plant.
Oodles, I love that word.
Oodles and
That's
oodles.
a great word.
Really easy to grow, and they're fantastic for hanging baskets as well. So brilliant.
So good morning to all of you. You're just saying good morning to everybody at the moment. And Ali G, thank you, my darling. You've sent in your lovely pictures, so we will have a look at those as well.
Were they blueberries? That look like, look.
No, that's not a blueberry.
Oh, no.
We'll have a look at those in a little while, my darling. So thanks for sending your... Oh, Stu wants to see it now. Adam's teased him.
It's a choice, not a blueberry, but yeah. But it's looking
beautiful. It did
beautiful.
look like it from a distance.
Yeah, I thought they were little flowers on there.
All right, there we go. Let me click on it. There we go. Hey!
Look at that. Isn't that lovely?
Wow.
Blueberry flowers, obviously, not blueberry fruit. Yeah.
Looking beautiful. Yeah, looking really nice. I can scroll through these ones as well.
Oh.
What is that?
That's the can... Oh, yeah.
Is that the Nandina, the Gulf Stream?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at all the growth coming on there. That's beautiful.
Do you know what I thought that was to start with, those top leaves? When I looked really closely or quickly, I thought they were the kangaroo paws.
Oh, really?
You know the kangaroo paws we used to do?
No.
Oh, we used to sell something called kangaroo paws,
I don't
and
remember
they used to
that.
look like that back at the other place.
Oh, in that other shopping place.
In the other place, yeah, years ago.
Skyscrapers
lilies.
coming up really nicely. A couple of pots at the background in the back there as well. They're looking beautiful. And that's it. Thank you, Ali G, for sending your pictures. If you would like to share your pictures, if you want to show off what's going on in your garden, then do send them to ygtv@yougarden.com. We will show those later on. We're going this way, first of all. We're going to go to our Grow Your Own section. We're quite excited about all of these. This is one of the reasons I want the bigger garden, because I do want to find space to be able to plant things like this. I love the idea of growing leeks and onions and having a little herb. I've got bits and pieces going on in my garden, but I really like the idea of growing stuff like this.
Yeah, because homegrown veg, I mean, you can't beat it, can you? I mean, you can grow it organically as well if you want. You know exactly what's happened to it, and it's fun for the kids to get involved as well. You can harvest it at that perfect moment, and we've done all the hard work for you, because what we've got are these gorgeous plug plants. So I'm going to just pluck one out. Let's go for this little one here. Can I just tease him out without... There we go, look at that. I mean, you've got that fabulous root system on all of these, beautiful root system, all the hard work's done, no worry about growing seed, pricking them out, potting them on. These literally, you can just, well, you could put those straight out, some of these, because they are kind of really, really super rooty. And the spinach as well, this is like a perennial. So you can harvest this year after year after year. Grow it somewhere nice and sunny and bright, a nice moisture retentive soil. You can even grow it in tubs and pots and containers as well.
Totally, and don't forget we've got those big heavy duty 50 litre pots that you could be putting some of these plug plants in. These you just go out and harvest as and when you want them, so you can go and pick your leaves and then it'll continue growing for you. Definite recommendation to get you some blooming fast here, because it's high in that NPK, the nitrogen, the phosphorus, the potassium. It's the nitrogen you want for this one, because obviously it's that leafy green growth you want to get from this. So do think about getting yourself some blooming fast if you haven't got some already. 6 plug plants, £8.49, but we do have various ones on the table here that are available in the 12 plug plants as well. So if you do want to, trade up, let's say, get better value, because obviously there is more of a saving. The more you buy, the more you save, and there's no shipping on any of these things either. So yeah, look, the 12 plug plants, it's £11.03 in the club. You have to use the code to get all of these discounts. You have to use the code to get your free postage. So it's all on the screen for you. If you've got any questions, let us know. If I'm not explaining anything properly, just put, what was that? What do you mean? Just put it in the chat and we'll answer your questions, or send us an email and we'll happily answer those questions as well. So 380175 is the item number you need for the 12 pack of the Santa Cruz spinach. We're moving on. Who was it that wanted the tomatoes? Was it Anne? Anne. Come and have a look. We've got some Tumbling Tom tomatoes for you. And I really like these because I grew, last couple of years I grew, and they're lovely, I've forgotten the name of them, but I grew the big bush type tomatoes, and they get a bit big. You know, they need a lot of staking and a bit of maintenance. These ones don't need that.
No, this is what's called a determinate variety as well. So that means it will get to a certain size and then it stops growing. So it's not going to be one of those mad tomatoes that's going to, you know, overtake the greenhouse. You can grow it in hanging baskets. I mean, that's the best thing to grow it in. Use our professional compost, and what you see there is what you're going to get. I mean, you are going to get an absolute profusion of tomatoes, sort of what we call like cherry tomatoes, sweet, delicious, those sort of lovely shades of orange and yellow there as well. Great just to pick straight from the vine. Great, obviously, in salads, sandwiches. I mean, goodness me, you can use tomatoes in anything, can't you? I mean, you cook them, make tomato sauce, whatever you want to do. Chutneys, soups, all those kind of things. And they're just attractive in their own right as well. You could grow these in window boxes and they could just tumble over the side of a window box. Just make sure you've got enough compost in there, though, because the weight of these almost pull it off the windowsill, because these do produce a lot of fruit. And all you've got to do, if you grow them in a container, water them regularly. And Bex and I were talking about this before the show. Yeah. That's it, Bex and I were talking this. One thing tomatoes like is consistent watering. They don't like to be too wet, they don't like to be too dry. You know, keep them at a consistent moisture level. That way you avoid a lot of the pests and diseases that affect tomatoes, and liquid feed them. Our Blooming Fast is blooming brilliant for tomatoes. Yeah,
so Anne's saying that she normally goes for Moneymaker, but these look really good. I mean, look, it's nice to try something different, isn't it? I know you get your favourites, and if you like your Moneymaker tomatoes, keep growing them by all means, but why not try something a little bit different? You might find you like them a bit more, who knows? What Eleanor remembers? What? Sorry, the sun gold. Ah, yes, I grew the sun gold. Yes, thank you, everybody. You've reminded me of the names. Yes, it was sun gold. And they were lovely. They were so nice. It's just they did get quite big. I've decided not to do them this year just because they take up a bit too much space.
Yeah.
Till I get a bigger place. I'm going to do it then. But I like that these are just that little bit more compact.
And again, when you look at the plant specs, you know, they've got that lovely root system on them. They're already well developed. There's no... well, I'm actually growing tomatoes from seed because, you know, I'm kind of like to inflict pain on myself, but like not literally. But I am growing them from seed, but it is a labour of love, to be honest. And sometimes a little pack of tomato seed is really expensive, and they don't always germinate. And then you've got to pot them on and all that hassle.
I'm just not a seed sower. I've done a few, and I think you get your little niche in gardening, and there's some things you're good at, some things you know, or just don't interest you. And I will give it another go, but seed sowing, it's just not for me.
And also, you don't get the time sometimes, and the fact that these are going to turn up in these gorgeous little recycled greenhouses that you can recycle again, and they're just ready to go. And all I would do with these tomatoes is just pop them on some 9-centimetre pots, just grow them on for another sort of 10 days, couple of weeks on a nice bright windowsill, and then you can put them outside, or you could even grow them in a greenhouse if you wanted to. It's up to you.
Nice, yeah, absolutely. My uncle grows his tomatoes in greenhouses all the time, never takes them outside, just has them in a nicely ventilated greenhouse.
That's why I grow mine. Yeah, I grow mine in a greenhouse.
Yeah, I mean, I start them off in my conservatory, but then they start to take over, and then I take them outside, and then I never harden them off, and then they slow down. You don't need to worry about it. You can keep them nice and compact here. It's a 12 plug plant deal. There's £7 saving here. Use your code to get that. Get your free postage. It's £11.03 in the club. I'll win. We've sold out of the cucumbers. I'm so... Oh, she's got hers coming today. Oh, you're waiting for your cucumber plants today. I thought you were waiting for us to show you them. They're coming in. I get you now. Sorry. Fabulous. I'm pleased to hear that you got hold of some of those. Right, so 370036 is the item number if you want to go for your Tumbling Toms. That's the 12 pack. We have the 6-pack available as well if you want it, but obviously it's better value going for the 12-pack. It's at $8.49 for the 6 plug plants, 370112.
So the cucumber's gone for good now. We've sold out. End of.
I think it's the end of. Are we getting them back in, Stu? But yeah, they've gone, so I don't think we're getting them back in. But
just a quick, if you want to grow them from seed, cucumbers,
you could still start them.
Yeah, and there's a brilliant variety that I grow every called Socrates. There's a little.
Oh yeah, you like those?
Love
you talk about those all the
little
time,
mini cucumbers, and you get oodles of them on one plant. Socrates.
There you go. All right, let's move on. I love leeks.
Oh, God, yeah.
I love leeks. Nobody else in my family likes leeks.
Really?
I love leeks.
How can you not like leeks?
I don't know. I just like a leek. Simple. I mean, you can use them in so many different ways. They're very, very versatile. But I just like buttered, pan-fried leeks. And not to the point where there's any brown on them. Just gently sort of sautéed, would that be the word? Just nicely softened, lots of butter. I mean, I could eat a whole plate of them. I think they're amazing. And to grow them yourself and then cook them up, like, that's exciting.
Yeah, and you can put them in casseroles, can't you? You can put them in pies.
So good.
They make gorgeous soups.
Chicken leek ham pie. Yeah. Oh, there's nothing better.
And you can even eat the green top bit. A lot of people chop that off and throw it away.
But don't do that.
You can actually eat that as well.
Yeah.
So, it's a really, really versatile plant. And also, leeks are tough. I mean, they are tough vegetables. You could be out in the middle of January on a -4 foggy day, and the ground's rock hard, and you can still harvest leeks that time of year. They're tough, they're hardy, really easy to grow. All you need to do, you'll get the instructions, but you just sort of dib little holes for these in the ground, and you actually drop the leek in, and then you put a little bit of soil around it, and then you just sort of chase it up to the top of the hole, a bit like earthing up potatoes, and that way you have the sort of the bottom section under the ground, which makes it nice and white or blanched, like you see there, and then you have the green bit above, and give them a feed. They like a good feed as well. Water them, feed them, and these little leeks will become a big leek, which ordinarily is not a good thing.
Actually, they could become multiple big leeks. I did pull this one apart the other day, and I stuffed it back in here.
Oh yeah, because you've got like a little cluster, haven't you, in each?
You can separate these carefully, so each of those ones can be pulled apart, look, if you do it gently. So you've got multiples there. So you could actually separate them, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And I think I mean, you could just plant the entire plug, of course, you can do that. But I think if you, having never grown them, here's my expert opinion.
No,
I think if you separate them, you'll actually get larger leeks, won't you?
Yeah, I would suggest separating them, or the other thing you could do is you could plant them as a group, and then you could harvest some of them as like baby leeks.
Yes, you could, yeah.
And then just leave
some,
a whopper to grow on its own.
Yeah.
So you could like double harvest if you want. That's another option.
But if you've got the space and you want to separate them out and you want to grow like bigger leeks, then it doesn't take much. Just gently tease those apart, and you could plant those in lines and then get even bigger leeks. Oh, I want to grow some.
I love leeks because they're like gentle onions, aren't they?
Gentle onions,
yeah. Sometimes people can't eat onions because they get that kind of acid refluxy thing, but leeks are a lot milder, aren't they? But,
a gentle onion.
Yeah, they're like a gentle onion, in my opinion.
380153 if you want to go for the pack of 6 plug plants, but remember, you can get way more than 6 leeks from this, of course. There's also that pack of 12 with the £7 saving, £11.03. Please go to the website to get ahead of us, because we've got loads of things coming up. This is our first sort of grow your own table, but we've also got mint, we've got parsley, we've got sage.
You've got to sing it. Oh, there you go.
We've got a bunch of these things coming up for you. We've got lettuce as well, look. Oh, the onions, we're coming to those in a little while. Those are massive onions. Right, do make sure you're clicking on the one you want to see the right prices. The lowest price will be the 6-pack. Obviously, the highest price is the 12-pack. So just look at those to depending on how many of those you want. They're under separate item numbers, basically. And if you want to see your club prices, obviously log in, enter your code, and then when you go back to this page here, you can then see the actual prices that you'll be spending. Stu's building a basket. What's he doing? He's getting some tumbling toms. He's going to get some heavy-duty pots, obviously. I hope you're all adding those heavy-duty pots into your basket today. We're going to put in the code YGTV1725 and apply that code. And oh, hang on, the postage hasn't come off. There is an error somewhere. Let's see what we can do. It seems to be charging postage on heavy-duty pots. Okay, Stu's going to talk to Ryan. We're going to get that fixed. If any of you have noticed that problem, just bear with us. We will sort that out. We get free postage on YGTV, so we'll go and sort that out. Bear with, we'll let you know as soon as it's fixed. Right, so that's the leek jolant. 12 plug plants, £7 saving. The item number is 380154. Go to the website, as we said, you can get ahead and have a little look at everything that's coming up. We've still got your plants coming, we've still got some flowers and things coming as well. We're just doing this little grow your own section at the moment.
It's nice doing something a bit different,
I
isn't
like it.
Vegetables, yeah, we haven't done vegetables.
Definitely.
We've done lots of fruit. We do fruit till it comes out of our ears, but it's nice to do veg.
Ali, I'll check. I'm not sure what the Tumbling Toms, the bricks sweetness score, please. I don't know the answer on that one, Alison. So we will see if we can find that out for you.
That's a good question.
Yeah, the brick scale of sweetness for the Tumbling Toms. We'll see if we can find that out. Let's move on to the next one that we've got on the table for you, though. This is the lettuce Oakland. And you get these lovely different coloured leaves here. So it's not just a green lettuce. You've got the kind of lovely golden and brownish tones to these and curly edges as well. They have a really nice flavour, these, don't they? And they're like a cut and come again.
Yeah.
You don't have to harvest the whole plant. You can just take the outer leaves.
Yeah, take what you want and then they'll grow back. So you can keep harvesting these over a long period of time. And they're easy to grow, and they're kind of a vegetable you can grow in sort of a more shady position as well, because somebody asked the other day, vegetables for shade.
Yeah.
Lettuce, obviously they're majorly made up of water. They don't really want to be baked in hot midday sun, so but you can grow them in containers, and these are so advanced, these little plants.
Well, they grow quite quickly, honestly. Within a few weeks, to be perfectly honest, I'd say you'd be starting to harvest some leaves from these, and then you can be cropping from these right the way through to autumn, which is the exciting thing about this. You know, you're making your cheese and tomato sandwich. You want a bit of lettuce to go in it. There you go. Just nip out to the garden, grab a few leaves, and you're good to go.
That's it. You know, and it gives you that real nice sort of crispness in a sandwich as well, which is really, really nice. And I love lettuce with salad cream on. Yeah, and these lettuces, they're not bitter, they're not sour. You're going to get a sweetness to these that you don't get sometimes with other lettuces. And of course, you're just picking it fresh straight away. And if you want to be organic, well, you can just grow this in a container. You can use an organic feed, and that's it. You just know exactly what you're growing. How
many times, and this happens weekly in our house, but how many times do you go to the supermarket and you buy that bag of salad? And you're like, yeah, that's fine, we're going to have good intentions, we're going to eat that bag of salad, and you have a little bit out of it, don't you? And then you put it back in the fridge.
That's it.
And then it sits in the fridge, and then you go back in and you pick it up, and there's like water in the bottom, and all the leaves are gone, and then you just throw it away, don't you? That's what happens.
Because it just goes to that slime, doesn't it?
Yeah, that slimy bit, and it's got that smell.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it comes wrapped in plastic as well. Of course, we're not going to completely stop buying these things, but it'd be nice, wouldn't it, just through the summer months at least, to be able to grow these things so easily ourselves. A fresh garden salad, I love the idea of that. All right, so that's the 6 plug plants, £8.49 if you're a club member. But if you want to go for 12 of them, obviously it's just £11.03, which is not a lot more for double the amount. 380157 is the item number on that one. Ali, Stu found out it is bricks scale of 7, which actually is quite sweet. If you think that the what were the ones I grew? Those ones, Sun Gold. These were 9 point something, weren't they? I seem to remember, which is super sweet. These are definitely up there. They're on the sweeter side. Now
they will be, because when you grow them yourself as well, you're going to pick them at that perfect moment as well. Because again, the supermarket ones, and I'm not knocking the supermarkets, they have to pick them a lot earlier, don't they? For transport. You're going to grow these to that perfect moment. Oh, they're going to be gorgeous. And you're going to taste tomatoes like you've never tasted them before when you grow your own. OK, Ryan is on it with fixing the postage issue on the XL heavy-duty pots. So if you've got them in your basket, bear with us just another couple of minutes. We'll let you know when it's fixed. You might need to refresh or take your code out, put it back in. We'll let you know as soon as it's fixed. It should be working in the next 10 minutes, OK? So Stu's going to keep checking on that one. Right. Stu says, do you need a bowling ball? This is really exciting, isn't it? These are called the Onion Exhibition. And do you know what? If you are one of those people that grows, the veg and stuff and goes and shows it at the local garden fetes and things to win those competitions, this is the kind of onion that is grown for those, isn't it? Yeah, and the good thing about this, Bex, you can grow these onions big, but they're still sweet. They're still full of flavour. Because, if you grow some vegetables really really, really huge to a huge size, then they just become really woody. They become bitter. They lose all their flavour. This one, you can grow these whopping size onions, but also keep that gorgeous, gorgeous flavour. And I think one onion like that would last you about a week, wouldn't it? For the family.
Check that out.
Gorgeous golden colour there as well. Lovely white flesh inside. Good flavour, this one. And again, onions. I mean, I think onions are one of the most popular. Onions and tomatoes, I think, are the most popularly used vegetables on the planet.
Yeah, probably.
Again, onions are in everything, aren't
well,
they?
I mean, onion can be a massive feature, can't it? It can be a standalone sort of feature within a meal, but also it is just that, it's that base that you put into absolutely everything. You know, you chop it up and it goes into your lasagnas and your soups and your pies and your bolognese and all of that stuff. But then you can make, I mean, my dad used to do, it's like a baked, the baked onion.
Yeah, they are good.
I used to think it was horrible, but now, like, wow, that'd be so delicious. And caramelised over the top as well.
Yeah. We do that with, because I like fried onions. If you're going to do a burger, because we have these venison burgers, and I just fry the onions so they almost not go black, but go that really brown colour and caramelised. And they're so sweet when they're like that, and you really get that wonderful, wonderful flavour. So, yeah, to grow your own onions, and they're easy to grow onions. They like a nice, open, sunny position. Keep them well watered, keep them well fed. They're hungry plants, so feed them well, and then you will grow these huge onions. And you don't have to grow them to that size. I mean, you can grow them to whatever size you want, pretty much. You kind of know when onions are pretty much ripe as well, because later in the summer the foliage kind of starts to fall over, and then all you've got to do, you just lift the onions out the ground, you leave them on some mesh or raised up off the soil in the sun for about a week or so just to dry out. And then, of course, you can store onions for a long time, which is brilliant. You don't need to freeze them or anything. You can just store them in a cool, dark place and just harvest them and use them over a long, long period of time. But I remember some years, Bex, when you were talking about the giant veg. I went to Tatton Park and there was a guy there. Oh my goodness me. It was
amazing
insane.
Veg,
He had this parsnip and it was as tall as you.
Whoa!
And he grew it in like a big tube that you'd use for a sewage pipe.
Right.
So he put that in the ground and he started this parsnip in the top. And when they take it out, they even make sure the last little fibrous bit of the tip of the root stays on, because if that snaps off, they get marked down.
Really?
Yeah. It was, and he had onions, honestly, like this.
Could you imagine trying to pick that out and being like, right, I've got it, okay, it's coming.
Yeah.
Oh no, the roots come off.
I know.
Could you imagine the devastation?
Because straight away, if you break that little tip off the root, that's a goner. That's finished. So, but the thing is, what I'm trying to say with this variety is you don't have to just grow this for exhibition purposes. You can grow them big, but they're still edible, whereas a lot of things you grow massive vegetable-wise,
they lose their flavour.
They get tough, don't they? They lose their flavour. That one, exhibition onion, definitely doesn't.
Love that. 380162 is the item number. That's the 6 plug plant deal. £8.49 is your club discount price. I'm assuming we've got a 12 plug plants on that one, Stu, as well, have we? Yeah, so you can get your 12 pack. That's going to be £11 and what was it, 3 pence in the club if you go for that. Make sure you use your club, make sure you use your code to get your £7 saving. Make sure you're a club member to get those extra discounts. There's like £1 and 90 something pence off that, £1.95 I think, off that just by being a club member. So this is where obviously club discounts really start to add up. I'm getting really hungry. I don't know about you, it's only 10:30 in the morning. I'm starving. But I'm loving this as well. So, I make leek and potato soup. She says.
That's one of my favourites.
Says that's my favourite soup. Chicken and leek pie.
Oh, come on. With that flaky pastry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Love this. Question from Mauricia. Can you pick the lettuce like the micro crops? Do you mean like cut and come again? Like just take the outer leaves off? Because if so, then yes, that's the answer to that one. Yeah, keep telling us your favourite recipes. Love it. I'm starving. I've only brought banana bread for lunch today. I might have to nip out for some other food after talking about all this food, honestly. Right, we're going to move on to the one at the end here. We've got the cabbage caraflex for you here. And this is the lovely sort of elongated shape. It's not just the boring round cabbage, this one.
It's got that lovely sort of conical shape to it as well. And this is an absolute stonking cabbage for making coleslaw, because this is really crisp, sweet, crunchy, easy to grow, and cabbages are good because again you can harvest them in the winter, so you can, these are like a winter crop if you like as well. So you can cut, and one cabbage will probably last you a couple of weeks. And even in the winter time, even with frost and that kind of thing, cabbages will take frost, they'll take the wind, they'll take the rain. So a bit like the leeks, we've got sort of salads here that you can harvest during the summer months, like your lettuce, for example. But if you want to keep that going, your onions are late summer into autumn, and then you've got the winter crops with the leek and the cabbage. Cabbage, like a nice open space, lots of nitrogen. They're big feeders, so feed them really well. High nitrogen feed is good as well. And when you plant them, they like to be planted in really firm ground. So don't sort of dig it over and put lots of manure in, then plonk them straight in. If you've got a patch of ground that you manured last year and it's sat flat over the winter with the rain, plant them into that firm soil. That's what they'll really like. But easy to grow because all the hard work's been done for you on these. There's no worries about seeds or pricking out or anything like that. And a lot of these you can plant straight outside now. Just a little word of caution though with the cabbages. Protect them honestly, because the pigeons. The pigeons go nuts for them. So definitely protect them from the pigeons, because otherwise they'll.
The pigeons do my head in. Like, I like seeing it, but the pigeons can just go away.
Yeah,
they're annoying.
They are really known for pecking brassicas to death. So not the whole time, just when they're young. So if you do, just put some bird-friendly netting over them or some fleece or something till they get a decent size, and then they can defend themselves.
Yeah, the pigeons annoy me in my garden. I want to see all the other birds, but the pigeons come in and they bully all the other birds.
There's a lot,
winds me up.
There's a lot of pigeons around these days.
380185 is the item number for the 6-pack of plug plants, but the 12 plug plants, better value. 380186, 1103, £7 saving. Use your code. That's how you get your saving. That's how you get your free postage as well. Oh, nearly knocked that on the floor. Right, so we've also got another thing for you might want to think about, which is your farmyard manure. We've got that back in stock at the moment. It's the wonderful Bulrush farmyard manure. Obviously, we know it's going to be packed with all sorts of really good stuff for our plants, but this is really well sort of broken down manure, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's like
it's not too stinky.
No, because it's like an organic kind of alternative as well. But manure is brilliant because it does lots of things. Manure will actually stimulate all the bacteria in the soil. It will stimulate all those healthy bacteria, which is really important. It'll add substance to the soil. So, for instance, farmyard manure in a clay soil will improve the drainage. It will improve the texture of the soil. Use manure in a sandy soil. It will hold on to the moisture. It'll increase the nutrient content because the water doesn't rush straight through. It breaks down over a period of time. The worms love it. There's no downside to using manure. It's just one of the best things that you can use for your vegetables, your flowers, your roses, for example. They love it.
Oh, they love it, don't they?
Rosie's going mad for it.
Well, we know that lots of people use it, but our lovely Sean Ryan does as well. Let's have a look in his garden.
So I'm just adding our professional farmyard manure to this area. The reason I'm doing it is because I've got this huge eucalyptus. In a nutshell, it zaps every bit of moisture and nutrition from this entire area. So it's really difficult to grow things underneath it. This makes a huge difference. So first of all, it really improves the texture of the soil. If you've got maybe heavy soils, it can really help in terms of drainage. And also just things like whatever you're planting, when you actually add this, it just allows those roots to get so much more in terms of nutrients. Now, it's very rich in NPK, your nitrogen, your phosphorus, your potassium. That's going to help with the total development of the plant. And actually, healthier plants mean that they're far more disease resistant as well. Also, as I mentioned, improves texture of the soil. So you've got heavy soil, it can help improve drainage. Funny enough, it also suppresses weed growth as well. It makes the soil a little bit more opaque, so it's harder for weeds to grow. Another advantage, it improves microbial activity, so everything that's happening inside it is also boosted. There's just so many wins of actually adding this to your soil. Great if you've got raised beds and you're growing crops, your fruit and veg. Great in container planting as well. And you'll be pleased to know there is no nasty smell. This manure has been really well broken down, so it just smells like regular compost. And I tell you what, I know that if I do this whole area, I will be able to grow some really nice plants, and they're going to be so much more healthy and so much more vigorous.
So there you go. You can get a 50-litre bag there. We are saving $6.99 on there, and of course postage is included. Use the code to get your saving, and that will be delivered to your door. £15.29. Apparently the tomatoes are the most popular at the moment over on that table. We did just have a question about the cabbage. You're right. Marisia says, is that cabbage like the sweetheart cabbage?
Yeah, very similar. They're kind of, similar sort of cabbages.
Lovely. Yeah. So there you go. If you've got any questions, jump into the chat. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, depends where you're watching, but you're welcome to put any questions there. If you're shy and you don't want to join the chat, you can email us on ygtv@yougarden.com. Having said that, shall we check the emails? Because loads of you are starting to send pictures as well. So Dingo's come in. Morning, Bex and Adam. Just a few pics of plants starting. These are those lovely tulips. I reckon this was part of the free gift, wasn't it, that we did last year, Dingo, with the lovely kind of short... I was. Apparently I'm not mirroring screens, bear with. I think, Dingo, that these were part of the free gift that we did at some point last year. I sort of recognised them. So we've got those lovely tulips in there. Endless Spring Mix, that was the one. And you've got your grape hyacinths in there. There was muscari. Yeah, those were the different ones, weren't they, with the graduation of colour. They were really pretty.
I like that kind of fried egg kind of look on those.
Yeah, they're really cute.
They're great, aren't they? Really different, unusual.
Right, hang on. There's more coming. Oh, my word.
That's a white peony, isn't it? Yes.
Wow.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that a bit early for peony? Isn't that a bit early for peony? That was like in unison. Stu said it at the same time as me.
No, I've got a peony opening in my garden at the moment called Molly the Witch.
Molly the
Witch, which is a yellow flowering peony.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, my chin just dropped open because there's a Brunera for you. Jack Frost.
Oh, yeah.
You know how much I love this plant. I don't have one, but I love it. Great for shade, though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that could be, because if you get your next place...
If I get me north-facing garden in the next house...
That would be absolutely perfect for it. That's the flowers.
That's the flowers off the Brunera, the blue flowers, Stu.
Yeah, that's the flowers on it.
Yeah, those are the flowers that come off it. No, they're gorgeous. This is why I love it, because you get that beautiful foliage and then those gorgeous blue flowers in springtime.
Look at the shape of those leaves.
I adore that plant.
Yeah, because even when it's finished flowering, because you have those little forget-me-not flowers, the leaves just look stunning for the whole summer. They're like kind of mega gorgeous hosta leaves. Beautiful.
It's a bit rubbish in winter, but it does look, looks great for such a long time.
Yeah, well, you know, it can't look good all the time, can it? I mean, well, some things can, but...
Come on. Right, Becky! Becky says, I hope you're doing well. I thought I'd send you a few pictures of some of my plants, including my firecracker acer, my favourite tulips, my begonia sunglows that are starting to open, and, of course, my chicken pot of anemones. I've looked at it, it's cute. I also have some flowers starting to open on my amethyst falls, which is so exciting. I think that's the one we start with, yes. So Becky has got the beautiful amethyst falls, and yeah, those buds are appearing, aren't they? They're looking absolutely gorgeous. Lots of pictures on this email, so I'll try and whip through them. Look how cute that is. I love your decking area.
Oh,
that's
they are
really
gorgeous.
Nice.
They are.
Oh, I see the barley pot there. Look, that's our barley pot right there. Yeah, you're good. You're labelling. I'm rubbish at labelling. I'm just not good at it.
Those tulips,
next
they're
garden,
beautiful.
I promise I will be. Here's the chicken pot. Look how cute that is.
I love that. That is really different.
There's a bit of personality. That's really sweet. I think that's a Saka coca.
Oh, I like those pebbles. Nice pebbles. I like that colour mix.
Oh, hang on. There we go.
Yeah, look at those.
And that's a Saka coca there, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Little Saka coca, and I think there's a climbing. Is that a climbing hydrangea at the back even?
Oh, it's so exciting. Look, I love gardening. I love looking in your gardens. Oh, here's the beautiful acer. Check this out. Wow. Yeah,
and good thing this, you know, it's a good thing this year, Bex, as well. We've not had any of those really nasty late frosts that have kind of nipped these as well. So they've kept that beautiful foliage. That is knockout. That one.
Is knockout.
Is it, so was that from us? That one is it the garnet?
It might be
because it looks very similar.
It looks very much like the garnet. Oh no, she did name it. Hang it. My firecracker acer.
Oh, the firecracker. Yeah.
Oh, Becky, looking good.
That's what you call a proper acer, isn't it?
Proper acer.
Proper acer. It's got those gorgeous leaves. It's not an imposter acer.
Grimmy, all YouGarden TV plants. Sorry, all YouGarden TV plants. Appletini blossoming. Okay, let's have a look at these. So these are all YouGarden TV plants. Look at that. Got his Nandina going in there. Gorgeous tulips.
That
is that
tulip?
a camellia?
Yeah, that's a camellia, pink camellia. Look at that tulip in the bottom left corner.
Look how tall.
That tulip,
that one there.
That's mind-blowing, that tulip. I want that.
Love it.
Wow, that looks like a rose, almost like a rose flower rather than a... Oh, it's so good, this. It's flipping... And he said a bad word then. And he said a B word then.
Don't swear.
But it is flipping brilliant this time of year, isn't it? I mean, there's so much to see. We had all those months of looking at twigs and greyness, and now every day... Oh, look at these!
Yeah, gorgeous.
Goodness me.
Oh, grimy. And I can see a little euphorbia poking into the corner there. Yeah, looking really nice, isn't it, this time of year? Hang on, I want to see the appletini, because mine... Yeah, there it is! I got so many flowers on mine as well this year. There's lovely little apples. My blossoms have mostly gone over now, and I can see the start of those gorgeous little apples forming on there. So you think you're going to have quite a few apples as well there, Grimmy. That's looking really pretty. Love the blossom on the appletini. Let me just check what else he's put in here. Oh, it's just a wide shot.
You know,
looks great, but we're moving on because there's lots of others. Is the bar open, Stu says? Have you opened the bar yet? Is it open now? Did it open Easter weekend?
It's got to be open by now, isn't it? I mean,
Neil sent us some pictures of all his bulbs from us at YouGarden. Look, lovely daffs that have just started to go over. Beautiful. I can't remember the name of those, but those gorgeous purple tulips, and then those lovely anemones just poking in as well. Oh, actually, you've got some more... tulips waiting to open there.
Yeah, I think those ones are the ones that open up like super double ones, like peony flowers. Yeah. I think those other ones. But those purple ones are fabulous.
Very nice, Neil.
And tulip flowers last for such a long time.
Oh, that's a better view. Look at that.
And the pink trumpet daffodils, they're amazing. They used to be so expensive. You know, these days, you know, you can buy them the same as other daffodils.
Love that, love that. Okay, there's a few more, but we'll come back to the other pictures in a little while. Dave and Lawrence, yes, we've got your pictures, so we'll show those ones next. Let's come over to our favourites table, though. So this is what we've selected to start the week off on the Thursday. Let's see how it ends up by Sunday. We're bringing you over to the Lofos mixed collection first for you. Now, Lofos are great because these are wonderful trailing plants. So if you start to get your hanging baskets sorted out, this one's a really beautiful option. The reason I love these is because you get these beautiful sort of almost tropical looking flowers, but actually for me it's the combination between the flower and the foliage here. This isn't all about the flower, this is very much the combination of the two things. Yeah,
those heart-shaped leaves and that sort of lovely notching around the edge of the leaves, they're really different, really unusual. And with these you can go up or down with these, can't you?
Actually, yeah, you can,
pretty much. So you could grow these in a tower pot and grow them upright. And Bex and I were talking about these the other day. I can't remember who I was talking to now, but somebody asked us, could you put these in a hanging basket?
Yeah,
and
100%.
we said, yeah, definitely. They've trailed down really well. And the good thing about these is they take a little while to start flowering. So don't panic if they don't start flowering, you know, for a month or so. But they're really, really good for mid to very late summer flowering. In fact, they'll go right into the autumn. And once they start flowering, they flower their socks off. Feed them without blooming fast, obviously, because that will keep the flowers going. Water them really well if they're in hanging baskets or pots or troughs. But these are different. These are unusual, easy to grow, bright sunny position, and just weeks and weeks, and well, months of flower, to be honest. Yeah,
you get all of that foliage to start with, and then right in sort of mid-June, that's when those flowers just burst through, and they are really pretty. 401010 is the item number. You will get the 3 colours. It will be labelled, so on here it will say the red, white, the pink, and it will match up to a letter of the alphabet that you can see on the pods at the front there. So if you are colour coordinating, pay attention to that before you whip them all out of the packets. We're coming back over. We'll finish that table in a second, but a newsflash update. It's fixed. So you can now get your massive, great big 50-litre heavy-duty pots with the free postage. Go, 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 check out. I think we'll have a decent stock of these, so don't worry.
I mean, look, you can almost kind of hide your top part of your body inside it. I mean, they're huge. They've been great big things. Little bucket head.
Right, 130686 is the item number for these. There's 3 50-litre pots included in here. Brand new today in YGTV. It's just £23.79 for all 3 of those.
And look, and they're
actually, I would suggest...
They're tough. They are tough.
I would suggest that this is a new and improved design because... Let me just angle it right.
I mean, these are seriously rigid.
Yeah, really strong. You've also got ridges on the bottom here. So you've got the channels where the drainage holes will the drainage will run away. That's actually a new and improved design because we didn't used to have that on the other ones. So yeah, can you see that there are the channels?
Yeah, I'll show you that because we can see that on these ones you just got the...
And there's bigger, oh my word, there's so many more drainage holes. So that's the previous one, which is still brilliant and we still love it. I still love that heavy duty pot. But actually, can you see the drainage holes here? Look, 1, 2, I think there's 3. 1, 2, yeah, there's 3 there. There's 3 on this side. And there's channels that come away there. Plus you've still got your extra drainage holes all the way around the edges as well. So definitely new and improved design here.
And they're not going to block, are they? Because whereas these, yeah, I mean, I'm not, obviously, you know, we love these pots, but, you know, if these sit flat on the ground, sometimes those holes can be blocked up.
But then you'd have those extra ones around the side, but this one, you've not got any of that
they're almost like inverted pot feet.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah, they've kind of raised that up, so yeah, even if a little bit of dirt goes under there,
that's it. I'm
still
just
going to
upgrading.
drain.
I'm upgrading them all.
Oh.
No, I'm not going to upgrade them all. I'm not at all. The 30 litres are still fantastic and they are a good size for certain plants, but you do want to go bigger for certain other things, don't you?
Well,
like I was saying about my, just one example is that blueberry collection where you get 3 blueberry plants.
Grab this.
I've got each one of those in a 30 litre pot. Well, I could plant all 3 of those into a 50 litre and it would take up less footprint by using 1 50 litre rather than 3 30 litres. I mean, Adam's just brought through one of our fruit trees. We've often said one of these will happily live in the 30 litre pot. It'll even more happily live in the 50 litre.
It will, because what you can do now is not only will this live in here for always, but there's still enough space to get some pine berries, some strawberries. You know what, I could even go as far as to say you could even put 3, if you use the acid compost, blueberries around there as well.
Yeah.
Because there's enough depth of compost and width on there, so you could create your own little mini orchard in one of these huge, huge pots.
And it does mean you're going to be watering a little bit less as well. Obviously, there's a larger amount of compost in there. It's 50 litre rather than 30 litre. It's almost double, which does mean that it's going to hold on to moisture and things a little bit more because it is larger. It's got a larger capacity. 300025, by the way, for the Plum Victoria tree. £15 saving, £21.24 in the club. We just had a lovely message from Bumble in the chat. Yes, Tony sent us lots of pictures of his garden. Bumble is the... Oh, Tony is Bumble's father-in-law. And just recommended that they watch
Thanks
us.
very much, appreciate that.
That's very kind. So welcome, thank you so much. We did used to love getting Tony's gardens. Tony's was the patio, pots and pots and pots and pots on the patio and the raised beds. He did so well with that garden. I know his health was suffering a little bit, which is why he sort of stopped a little bit, wasn't it? I hope he's all right, I hope he's doing well. But yeah, we were always really impressed by what he'd done in that garden. It looked amazing, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was incredible. I mean, the colour and all the different pots and things was, amazing. It goes to, that's the thing about gardening, isn't it? I mean, gardening's a real kind of, it's a healer in so many ways, and it's just such a good, healthy kind of hobby to get into.
Yeah. All right, listen, so this is available for you. You go to the website to place your orders. That's also where you can go and you can see everything else that we've got. There it is in the basket. We've got a pack of 3 of those in there. We've entered the code and you can see that there is no postage on there. Of course, if you're a club member, you'll be paying less than that as well, because there is that 15% discount. Don't forget there's all of those vegetables on there as well. You've got the spinach, the tomatoes, the leek, the lettuce, the onions and the cabbage as well. Coming up later, we've got all the wonderful herbs and various collections that we've got for you too. But we're bringing you back right now to the favourites table. We only managed to cover one that we started with on the favourites table. So we're going to continue along the table here and we're going to start off with the Begonia Saharas. Now, check them out. Look at how many flowers are on these plants already. That's what I want to say first of all. And this is the big pack. You're going to get 24 of these plug plants in here with a £9 saving. Begonias, well, there's lots of different varieties of begonias, and the reason we love them so much is that they're so tolerant of British weather, aren't they?
Yeah, and these ones in particular are good for shade as well. So we're talking about some busy Lizzies later on, the beacon. Those two will go together brilliantly, because if you've got a really shady, cool part of your garden, perhaps you, like you were saying, Bex, possibly where you might move to in the future, might have a north-facing aspect
Maybe,
to it. Well,
if I can persuade my husband that we should live there.
Yeah, so if you want hanging baskets for a north-facing aspect, grow begonias, because they will be happy in the shade, and these will be good in the beds and borders. Different coloured foliage on these. Sometimes you get the purple foliage, sometimes you get the green foliage. And these plants, dare I say, these are almost ready to go straight out now because...
Almost. We're not far off, guys. We're not far off.
And they're going to, I mean, they're flowering now. And basically these begonias, they're kind of like the Semperflorums type, they will flower right up until the first frost. And if it's even just a light frost, they'll get through that. I've seen these flower into November before now. Just month after month after month of fabulous colours, those pinks, those reds, those whites, the different coloured foliage as well. Easy to grow, no deadheading required. Great for sort of big bedding schemes, pots, troughs, tubs, hanging baskets. Pretty much anywhere. You can grow them in a sunnier position as well, but I would just recommend against growing them in a full-on midday sun south-facing position. But other than that, they're very adaptable, they're beautiful, they're colourful, easy to grow.
401316 is the item number. 24 plug plants for £17.84. I mean, way less than £1 a plug. They're going to flower for you from now right the way through to the end of summer, and they're going to take so little work. I think that is awesome value for money, considering how little work you're going to have to put into it and how long they're going to flower for you. 401316 is the item number. Can I please just read this email from Lawrence, because it's probably put a smile on my face. Lawrence says, hi Bex and Adam, just wanted to say thank you for suggesting the Syringa Little Rosie and Nandina Firepower on Sunday's show as possible replacements for my now unwanted rosemary shrub. Both suggestions were on the radar alongside a few others, but asking helped with the decision, as I have now ordered both and look forward to their arrival. From Lawrence. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, that's really nice, and that's a great thing. You know, sort of if you've got any questions, queries, comments, you're not quite sure about a plant, and the good thing is as well, we bring you lots of plants now that used to be huge, but now you can get them in a smaller version. So even in a raised bed or a small space, you can grow deutzias and lilacs and fruit and all these kinds of things. We like to think of everybody. We realise that you don't all have acres of space. Some of you just got a little space.
Yeah, and we've got something for everyone. Gardening for everyone. That's our tagline, and we 100% believe in it. Right, this is the one for a smaller garden as well, actually. So we've got the Azalea japonica pink spider. Have we brought this into the potting shed before? Am I getting mixed up with others?
Yeah, we have.
Okay, now's the time. If you didn't get it before, I want you to think about getting this now, because Adam's going to show you those buds are just about to open.
Yeah.
And the flowers that get formed on this particular plant, I think, are going to be spectacular.
Well, they are, because you can see the buds there. Those buds are just starting to burst open. And this is typical of the sort of plant we're going to give you as well. So, you know, this is exactly what's going to be sent out.
They do all look like this, don't they?
They're evergreen as well, so you always have those really shiny, glossy leaves. But I'm going to put the picture back behind, because those buds are going to turn into these gorgeous, incredible flowers, which are sort of pink and white.
Oh, look at those.
Yeah, I mean, it literally is an explosion of blossom on those. And the foliage is going to disappear underneath these for a good sort of 4 weeks or so. This is a tough plant. It's a hardy plant. These will get through the winter time. Great for dappled shade. They grow in kind of similar areas to your acers, so where they're happy, these will be happy. If you've already got rhododendrons and azaleas and things like that growing in the ground quite happily, you can plant this in the same soil. If you haven't, but you still want this beauty, you can grow it in a container using our ericaceous compost, and it'll be quite happy in a pot forever, this one. You get I'd even say probably the 30-litre size olive planter. I know I was going about the olive planter.
The 30-centimetre one.
What did I say?
30 litre.
Oh, 30 litre. That'd be big, wouldn't it?
That would be too big, yeah.
It's staying there for a long time, though.
Yeah, a long time.
The 30-centimetre olive plants, it could probably stay in there forever, and you could make this almost like a sort of a little patio plant, or even on a table somewhere in your garden. But it's beautiful. It's really, and it's slow growing, so it gradually, year on year, will get sort of slightly bigger and bigger, create a nice little dome shape. But yeah, that explosion of gorgeous pink in sort of April going into May.
The gap filler between your spring bulbs going over and waiting for your summer bedding stuff to come up. This is what I quite like about rhodies and azaleas. They do tend to fill that little gap. We're always talking about 365 days of colour. We want to try and fill our gardens with as much colour throughout the year as possible. So I think azaleas and rhodies do fill that little gap there for you. 511720 is the item number. Please get it now, because I want you to enjoy the blooms yes. I want you to enjoy them this year and then every year for many years. It's £11.04, your discount club price on that one. Next up, we've got, it's the return of the Delphinium. I just love Delphiniums. They're gorgeous. This is the magic fountain. I know a few of you have already got hold of this, but we have put it onto our favourites table because the flowers. I mean, look. Look at those beautiful blooms. They are gorgeous, aren't they?
How could you not fall in love with Delphiniums?
You can't.
They're a classic plant. I mean, they've been around for a long time, the Delphiniums. I remember Delphiniums as a kid, although I do remember my granddad growing Delphiniums, but back then they were super tall, and my granddad had to put loads of bamboo canes around them and string and stuff, otherwise they would flop over. These ones these days are more compact, which is good, so these are not going to blow over. These don't really need staking unless you're in a really windy position. You can see there, you might get that gorgeous powdery blue, you might get the dark blue, you might get the purple or the bright white, but these are easy to grow. They'll come back year after year. After the initial flowering's over, trim them down, give them a liquid feed, they'll send up fresh shoots and they'll give you a second lot of flower sort of later summer into the autumn. Just one quick thing about these, when they first come up next year, just put some strolch and stuff around them because they can be slug food when they first come through.
Like the fresh growth. I mean, once they reach this sort of size, they tend to be okay. They don't go for it. It's that new kind of yummy fresh.
Just as it comes, you'll see almost like these little asparagus tip kind of shoots coming through the soil. That's what they need to, just protect those. And once they get 3, 4, 5 inches tall, they're fine. They'll be slug proof.
Stu, Dave's emailed. He says that the Victoria Plum postage of £6.99 is still on it with the code. Could we just have a quick look at that one, please? Yeah. We'll have a look, Dave. Apologies. He'll message Ryan if he needs to try and get that one fixed as well. All right, Delphinium Magic Fountain, that's a £5 saving you're getting on there. It's £8.49 in the club. We've kept hold of that price. That's a really awesome price. Check out the size of that plant. £8.49. No guarantee of which colour you'll get, but you'll get something beautiful nonetheless. 511552 is your item number.
I think it's quite nice waiting sometimes.
Yeah,
just that anticipation of what
this is why I did not find out what child I was having, whether it was a boy or a girl, either time, because I was like, that's the only thing that's going to get me through, trying to get that out. It's a nice surprise, though, isn't it? Right. Upright geranium fire. Sorry, just images went through my head then. Upright geranium firecracker we've got for you next. Now, they are firecrackers. Absolutely adore geraniums. Love the zonal foliage. Adore the scent. And these bright red flowers are just amazing.
I'm just bringing this over for you to have a little whiff.
Ah, that just takes me to my nan's house, who's not with us anymore, so that puts a smile on... No, not that she's not with us. I was going to say that puts a smile on... Not that she's not with us, happy memories, there we go.
We know what you mean.
I know what you mean.
But yeah, again, look, these are perfectly formed plug plants as well. That brilliant root system on there, the gorgeous leaves, and these can pretty much, in another couple of weeks' time, go outside and you can just grow these anywhere sunny, bright. Could be in the middle of a hanging basket, could be in your pots, your troughs, your beds, your borders. And these are going to be flowering. I was just looking because we saw some the other day. They're actually little tiny flower buds on. It's only going to be a matter of weeks before you see the first little flower buds develop on these.
Yeah, they come quite quickly.
Yeah, and then they're going to flower their socks off all the way right into the autumn. And if you want to, you can lift these, you can pop them on, you can put them in a cool conservatory or a kitchen windowsill, and you can keep these growing like perennials through the winter time. You can plant them out again next spring or take cuttings even. So don't think about these as just being bedding geraniums. You can give these like a long lifespan if you want to, but these are your classic deep red, beautiful red geraniums with those really gorgeous zonal leaves. Look great in bedding schemes, look great in a central feature. They're what I call like the Buckingham Palace geraniums. That big roundabout outside Buckingham Palace. Yep. Quite often they have those big geranium displays there with these deep red flowers. That's these. All you've got to do with these, deadhead them, water them, feed them. But a good thing about these is if you work away from home and you can't water these regularly, these will take super amount of drought. They're really drought tolerant. Yeah,
I learnt last year, make sure you keep on top of your deadheading. If you don't do that, they do tend to just stop. It doesn't take long, just snip the faded flowers off and then it just keeps going, which is brilliant. 401701 is the item number, 12 plug plants, and it's a £4.99 saving. Yes, compost. Of course we need to talk to you about our compost. It's the best compost, which is why we need to talk to you about it, because all of our plants are going to love it.
They are, and they're going to love it for lots of good reasons. reasons. First of all, it's a peat-reduced compost, and some of the peat we do use in this is made from renewable peat, such as sphagnum peat, which is really, really important. But we've taken the peat out, we've put composted wood fibre in. That's creating this gorgeous lightweight texture. It's letting the roots penetrate, it's letting the air get down to the roots as well. It's allowing the water to percolate through. There's a slow-release fertiliser in this that's going to feed your plants for up to 6 months, and there'll be the little green beads that you see in the compost when you use it. It's pH balanced, so it's not too acid, it's not too alkaline. It's going to suit the vast majority of plants. It's got a wetting agent in it. It means it's hydrophilic. It likes to absorb the moisture. Some of those inferior composts, when they dry out and you try to water them, the water cascades straight off. With this one, soaks in much, much more quickly, and it is our most 5-star rated, reviewed, loved product that we do. And we all use it. Sean does, Bex does, I do, Stu does. You know, house plants, cuttings, seeds, vegetables, fruit, improving your beds and borders. If you're going to plant strawberries, dig a bag of this in, sort of a bag per couple of square metres, improve the soil, top up your pots with it. Oh, you can do everything with it. It's amazing. It's brilliant stuff.
So many things. 5-star rated. The thing that we actually sell the most of here at YouGarden started its life as just our compost. It wasn't available for purchase. It wasn't available for normal people like you and me to be able to use. It was a nursery compost, hence why it's called a professional one. But our head gardener decided actually this is too good for us to keep just as our little secret, and that's why it became available for us all to use. Once you use it, you'll realise how good it is, and then you won't go back. I promise. We will turn you into a compost snob, and it's a good thing to be. I'm not saying that as a negative. It's good to be snobbish about your compost. You're spending money on these plants. You want to ensure their survival. And the way that you do it is by planting them in something that they're going to love. The way they get moisture, the way they get food, nutrients, is through their roots. The roots are in the compost. That's why it's so vitally important. Please don't think that any old compost will do, because it really doesn't. It really doesn't.
That's rubbish compost roots at the bottom, is
Yeah.
it? And that's our compost roots at the top. That's the difference.
That is the difference. So stronger, happier, healthier plants, bigger plants, more fruit production, more flowers. 100125 is the item number. You'll get 2 50-litre bags, and you'll get it delivered home for £21.23 with no postage included. Make sure you use your code YGTV1725. Right, we're going to give you a reminder of everything, but I think first of all we need to tell you about the extra large heavy duty pots. New, improved, bigger. Bigger is better sometimes, isn't it? Look at the size of these. Now, the great thing about this one is this is the new and improved bit. So on the previous ones, they were flat-based with 4 drainage holes. These ones, and they're great. I still love you, it's okay. I do still love you. But you've just got the 4 drainage holes in the bottom of there. This one, can you see that there's actual channels here? There's 3 drainage holes that side, there's 3 drainage holes that side, and there's these channels for the drainage, the water to drain away, plus you've still got all of the drainage holes around the sides of the pot as well. It is 50 litres, so it is bigger. It's still incredibly strong with the moulded handles, and you're going to get a triple pack here, so it's 3 of them for £23.79 in the club. No postage to pay. Now, you're going to use it for so many different things, so many. You know everything that we use those 30-litre heavy-duty pots for, you can use these for, but you can get more in them. So arguably, you're going to take up less footprint because you'll plant more things in here than you would have in those previous ones. 130686 is the item number if you'd like to go for them. It is now working. The free postage is there, so please crack on and check out. We're looking into the Victoria Plum postage one, but something like that would be able to live in there forever as well. Right, I'm going to give you a reminder of everything that, things that you've seen so far. Still got loads coming up, so stick with us. We've got lots to show you. We're here till 12:30. Is it 12:30 today? Just 12. Apologies, 12 o'clock today. Right, 130686. Now we're moving on to the leek, the Jolent plugs. We've got 6 plug plants included in here. It's £8.49 if you are a club member. They are, you're going to get multiple leeks per plug as well, by the way. You can separate them out to get bigger leeks if you want to. You could also go for the 12 plug plants where you'll save £7 and it'd just be £11.03 in the club, 380154. Yes, Oakland lettuce, love these. Definitely definitely want to grow my own lettuce, just go and pick the outside leaves from these. They'll be ready to harvest, honestly, within just a few weeks because they're really strong, really healthy, and they grow really fast. This is the 6 plug plant, £8.49, or you can go for the 12 plug plants for £11.03 in the club. 380157 is the item number. Go for more because it works out as much better value. The lettuce, the onion exhibition. Massive onions. Big old onions, these ones. 6 plug plants here, 380136. Or you can go for the 12 plug plants, which will give you the £7 saving, 380163. Use your code, please, to get those savings and to get your free postage. Grow show onions. How cool would that be? Spinach Santa Cruz, leafy greens, really good for you, super easy to grow. £8.49 for 6 plug plants or £11.03 for 12 plug plants in the club. These are all club prices I'm talking about. Definitely get yourself some blooming fast because that's going to work on all of these things that I'm showing you at the moment. Tumbling Toms is up next, so 6 plug plants there for £8.49. But you can go for the 12 plug plants, and you could go for 12, I think, with the Tumbling Toms because these are a bit more compact. Yes, you can grow them in hanging baskets, but you could also grow them in your pots as well. I mean, any decorative pots, but your 30-litre heavy duties or the new 50-litre heavy duties. Each one of those plugs will spread by about 30 or 40 centimetres and just tumble over the edges. This is what makes it really good for sort of hanging baskets and slightly taller pots. 370036 is the item number for the 12 plug plants. If you want to check out the other Grow Your Owns, which is more the herbs that we've got going on for you, then just go onto the website, click on the Live Now button or the YouGarden TV bit, and then scroll down. This is where you'll see everything that we've selected for the shows today. Loads of herbs in there. Look, that's where we start with the Tumbling Toms. You've got 2 prices because you've got 6 packs and you've got 12 packs, so just work out which size you want to go for. Keep scrolling, and you will start seeing all of the herbs and things coming up, as well as all of the other plants that we've selected for the live today. There we go. So we've got mint, we've got the curly leaf parsley, sage, we've got oregano, we've got a mix, which is the herb collection, where you're getting 36 plants and you're going to get 6 of each included in there. That is really good value, isn't it? Or we've got the other one, which is the 3-pack, so you're getting 3 different varieties if you want to go for that one. Parsley, coriander and sage in that one. There we go, adding that in. Wowza. That's a nice basket, isn't it? And you could grow all of those herbs in those pots as well. So cool. Right, let's give you a reminder of some of the other things that you've seen. So the Azalea Pink Spider is up next for you. Evergreen plants, wonderful showy flowers that are just about to open. So this is the time to get it if you want to get the benefit of those flowers this year. Nice slow growing, definitely wants ericaceous compost, could be kept in pots but could go in the ground if you've got acid soil already. Part shade position is the perfect location. That's where it's going to really thrive. 511720 is your item number, 1104 is your price, and it comes in that 13 centimetre pot. I think it was a pink pot as well, wasn't it? Yeah, it's very cute. 511720 is the item number. Then you've got your Lofos, which you could climb or trail here. And you're going to get 12 plug plants, 4 each of 3 different colours. Foliage and flower combo here. This is not all about the flowers. You get all of that luscious foliage right the way through till June. Flowers just come a little bit later, so don't panic. But once they come, they burst open. And the combination of the flower and foliage just is amazing on this plant. It will last you right the way through to autumn as well. 401010, £17.83 for all of those 12 plug plants. Begonia Sahara, can't believe how vigorous these plants are right now. I mean, they're trying to burst out of our miniature greenhouses, to be perfectly honest with you. All got flowers on them already. They like a shady spot, in actual fact, which is why we want to have begonias in certain parts of our garden, because we've got some shady corners where flowers don't always grow. 401316 is the item number if you'd like to go for those, the 24 plug plants. Then we've got the firecracker, the geraniums. I mean, the foliage, colour, the zonal markings on there, and the fragrance you get from it. For me, it's so evocative. I hope it's the same for you as well. But it's that bright red colour, isn't it? It really stands out. It's the hot colours. They do sort of draw the eye. That's what makes them a feature plant. 401701 if you want the firecrackers. 12 plug plants with a £4.99 saving is £12.74 in the club. And the magic fountain delphiniums. Oh, Oh, they're so pretty. In the 2-litre pot, really nicely established. Make sure you do put some structure around it. I mean, it'll be all right probably now because it's grown on a little bit, but next year, if you want it to come back, do give it that protection from the slugs and snails, and then just enjoy these towering beauties. Slightly shorter variety, actually, the Magic Fountain, which is good because they can be too tall sometimes. Give them some space. They don't like to compete with other plants. You could grow these in pots as well if you want to, but they are outstanding flowers, definitely stand out. £8.49 is your club price for that one. So 511552 is the item number. You go to YouGarden.com to place your order, by the way, and you get free postage on everything that you buy from us here in the potting shed. You do want to add some manure into your garden, and do you know what? No matter what you're growing, obviously it's great if you're a fruit and vegetable grower or you're a rose grower, but actually this has so many benefits for all parts of your garden. You know, mixing it through, improving the content, improving the texture, and just getting bigger, better plants, ones that will fruit more prolifically and ones that will flower more prolifically as well. There are no downsides to using this product. 100148 is the item number, and you will get 50-litre bag there, £15.29 is the club price on there. Now, we do talk a lot about the club price for anybody that's brand new and you're going, what's this club? What do you mean? Watch this.
If you love your garden as much as we love ours, then why not join the YouGarden Discount Club?
The club has been running for many years, and it's where thousands of our customers enjoy a whole host of benefits to ensure that they get the most out of their gardens for less.
Now is a great time to join the YouGarden Discount Club, as the benefits have just got even better. So what do you get when you join the club?
Firstly, our members will get bigger discount rates all year round. So you'll now receive 15% off our range of plants and accessories, and that's on top of any other discounts you might have.
For those bigger investments, such as garden furniture or lawnmowers, for example, you now get 7.5% discount on all of our outdoor living and machinery range.
In addition to the ongoing discounts, you'll also get more voucher value when you join or renew your club membership. We will send you 4 £5 product vouchers, which you can redeem throughout the year against the cost of your orders.
And as a new added benefit, you will now receive 2 free P&P vouchers, which can be redeemed against the cost of your shipping.
Club members get priority access to exclusive offers and brand new products at our best prices.
We'll keep you up to date with fantastic advice and top tips from our grown experts and professional gardeners to make sure that you get the most from your new purchases and existing plants. The best way to join the club is with our auto-renewal subscription. You'll pay £10 per year, then at the end of the year we will automatically renew your membership to ensure you retain all of your benefits. Plus, the price you pay when you join will never go up for as long as you remain a member, and that's a guarantee.
And remember, when you join the club, you will start saving from the very first order you make, as the discounts will be applied immediately. So with all that the YouGarden Discount Club has to offer, why not join us and start saving today?
We'd love to help you make the most of your garden for less with the YouGarden Discount Club.
So there you go. Those are all the benefits and the reasons to join the club. That's why we bang on about it a lot. So apologies if it bores you, but it really is a good club to be a part of. Right, we're bringing you back to the middle here. Oh, this is a nice little selection. Okay, so we've got some gorgeous plants for you. Should we start with the syringa?
We have.
So syringa vulgaris.
We can, I mean.
Wait. Ah, yes.
I know. That's...
Oh, the flowers are just starting to open. That's a slightly different scent of lilac, actually.
Let's have a... Oh, yeah.
It's a bit more...
Well, that's... Yeah. Oh,
I don't know what it is a bit more, but it's a bit different. I like that.
Yeah, that's nice. That is sweet.
Isn't it?
And,
lovely. What's she called? Catherine
Havermeyer.
Havermeyer.
Yeah. Bet she has to spell that name all the time. Yeah. It's one of the, I thought Walcott was bad, but that's even worse.
So my son is called Elliot, and there's lots of different spellings of Elliot. You can have 1 L, 1 T, 2 L's, 2 T's, 2 L's, 1 T, 2 T's, 1 L. Like, there's so many different ways, and he's cursing me because he's like, nobody spells my name right. I always have to tell him how to. I'm like, it's just Elliot, but he does it. He has to spell it all the time.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, to be honest. But
he finds it very frustrating. Anyway, sorry, I divert. Carry on. Tell us about this plant, Adam.
Well, I mean, I was going to say, Stu, you must have noticed this morning. Bex, you must have noticed this morning when you drove in this morning. They're everywhere, lilacs.
They
aren't
are, yeah. They're really coming out in bloom right now. Gorgeous.
They are so stunningly lovely lilacs. These great big heads of flower, all different colours. This is a lovely deep purple one, almost like a sort of a double flower on this one as well, semi-double flowered. But it's the fragrance and it's the hardiness of lilac. They'll get through any winter. I mean, they'll grow anywhere. They'll grow anywhere in the UK, from the north of Scotland down to the southwest coast. Not particularly fussed about soils. They do very well in chalky soils in particular, but as I say, anywhere apart from deep shade, they'll grow. They're tough, they're robust, they flower reliably year after year after year, and they're even easy to prune. I mean, they can get into almost small trees in time. They can get sort of 3 or 4 metres tall, but if you ever want to prune a lilac, all you need to do, and it's dead simple, as soon as it's finished flowering, chop it down to the height you want. All the new shoots that come up will then flower for you the following year.
So if you wanted to, you could chop this here.
Yeah. Imagine that was 10 foot tall.
Yeah.
And you wanted to reduce it down to 5 foot. So you just find, you see where there's a little bud on the stem. You just cut above that after it's finished flowering. So that's about sort of late May, early June, and all the new shoots that come up, they will flower for you next year. And you only need to do that once every 5 or 10 years for a lilac. You wouldn't do it every year, but you could grow them as a hedge, like an informal loose hedge, which is really, really nice. Which is what I'm doing in my garden. I've got a row of lilacs come in there in 5 different colours.
Wow.
So, yeah, because I was going to go for a Photinia hedge, and then I thought, no, I fancy having a lilac hedge. I know it's not evergreen, but I just love the idea of all those different colours.
Nice, and the
flowers.
fragrance.
And the fragrance is going to be brilliant. So, and look at the quality of this plant as well. Can we hook that out the pot? Because, again, it's going to have a... I'll hold it out.
Oh,
we
made a mess, Adam.
But look at the root system on that. That is a absolutely beautiful, stunning plant there. And sort of, there's a garden centre near me, the one beginning with F, not the one beginning with D.
I love the way you say that every time.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the one beginning with D.
Yeah, I do, and they watch me. So
do they?
Yeah. No, I would never want them to think I diss them because they're brilliant. But yeah, the one beginning with F, which is the other side of Swaffham, they would not hesitate to charge you probably $29.99 to $39.99 for that plant.
Right.
That one plant.
Yeah. I mean, it's big. It's a whopper.
Yeah, it is big. But for some reason, lilacs are stupid expensive in garden centres, and I never understand why, because they grow like weeds. They're easy to grow. I just don't know why they're expensive, but I mean, to get that home, yours might have a flower on it. We can't guarantee that, but this is very typical of what you're going to get. Yeah. And this has only just started growing. So these shoots, which are here now,
these are all new shoots, aren't they?
All new shoots,
and you can tell because this is all green and this is all the brown stuff. So this is the old growth and this is the new growth.
These are all your flowering stems for 2026. These will flower for you in 2026. But by the end of the summer, this would have grown even that much more. Yeah. So they really get a move on lilacs.
They do. It's quite amazing how quick they grow.
Fast growing. I've seen them growing in windy positions as well. So basically, if you want a sort of a bomb-proof shrub that's going to flower reliably every year with stunning flowers and fragrance, go for that.
511638 is the item number if you want to go for the Syringa vulgaris Catherine Havermeyer. She's £16.99 in the club, so use your code please to get your free postage as well. We're going to bring you over to the Callistemon, the bottle brush. Now, I do love these. I think they are show-stopping plants, and I don't want to just throw that word away, because when we talk about a show-stopping plant, it really is the one that makes you stop, stand and stare. And when this is in full bloom, it absolutely does do that. Now, Adam's just broken one of the leaves off and just torn it slightly, because the fragrance, it's called citrinus, but it actually has a slightly more eucalyptusy smell to it. It's more eucalyptusy than it is citrus, isn't it?
It's really, really nice. And I didn't know...
it's beautiful. It's got a sweetness to it as well.
And I didn't know that callistemons had fragrant foliage. Yeah. Until I actually, believe it or not, years ago, I trimmed one around with a hedge trimmer. It got really big. And the woman said, do you know what, Adam? She said, just chop it. Chop it back with a hedge trimmer. And I did. And this amazing menthol aroma came off the shrub. So that's how I discovered it. But these are tough. These are robust. These have got really hard, almost plasticky type leaves. So this tells you this plant is brilliant for full sun, good for a windy location as well. So this will be a good coastal plant, for example, or sort of, you know, if you've got an exposed garden with sort of to the south or west facing, that's going to do really well. Great plant for a container. These will take a little bit of frost. They'll go down to sort of -4, -5. Obviously, with any plant like this in its first year in the wintertime, do give it some protection if the weather's really, really cold. They make fabulous pot plants, but what you are going to get, in addition to that incredible evergreen foliage, is these amazing flower spikes that are adored by the pollinating insects, the bees, the butterflies. They'll go berserk for these, and it's going to flower for week after week after week. But it's a tough plant. It will take a lot of drought. It will grow in really poor soil. It will grow in those hot, dry, sunny positions where other things really struggle. And it's a, you know, this is a stunning plant. I mean, it's absolutely, this is what you're going to get. I mean, this is typical of what you're going to get. So if yours didn't have a flower bud on it, I'd be remarkably surprised.
Yeah.
And again, I'm just going to whip it out the pot.
It will be rooty on foot. Yeah,
and
you
this
can't
one,
get it out, can you?
This one won't make a mess because, see, this is to prove you will come out. Hang on, Bex, I don't want to...
Just elbow me in the face.
No, I can't get one out. But
I've got to do it now.
You're going to show me up now. It's
Yeah.
like, you're going to shame me. You're going to like... Yeah, you're squeezing and teasing.
Oh my word, it really won't come out.
Exactly.
It's so rooty.
Yeah, that is a really well... Oh, it's coming,
it's coming. Whoa.
Look at that. Whoa, goodness gracious me. That's one of the best ones ever, that one.
That needs planting. Pretty sharpish, doesn't it?
We need a new phrase. That is a super rooty beauty.
Super rooty beauty.
That
I'd
one.
give it because... Yeah, I'd probably sit it in some water for a little while. Anyway, yes, it's broody.
It's broody. It's broody
I
rooty.
like that, Stu. Well done. Yeah, those are super healthy plants, those. Well done.
But yeah, that definitely needs to be put in a bigger pot ASAP.
Soon as,
yeah. Soon as.
Right, hydrangea incredible is what's... Oh, sorry, £5 saving on that one. $16.99 if you're in the club. 510046 is your item number. No postage with our code. So whatever you buy from us in the potting shed, as long as you enter that code right there, it will take the saving price off, £5 off that one, and it will take your postage off as well. So it doesn't matter how many times you order. You can order 6 times if you want to. There's no downside because there's no postage to pay on this, and there's no having to build a basket to a certain amount. I love that we've taken that away. We're bringing in good morning to everybody, by the way. Hello to you. If you're watching on YouTube, you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching via the website, it's really nice to have your company. Thank you. I'm Bex. This is Adam.
Hello.
Stu's in the shed controlling everything. We are here 2 times a week. So we do Thursday morning and we broadcast on a Sunday morning as well. We also broadcast in lots of different places if you want to find us there. But this is YGTV, what we're doing right now. And we bring you amazing deals, discounts, savings, helpful tips, advice, and we bring you a lovely gardening community as well. We've been broadcasting here for... How long have we been doing it, Stu? I can't remember.
It's 2 years now, isn't it?
Is this... Are we coming up to year 3? 23 we started, didn't we? So we've gone over a year. We're coming up to our 2 year. In August, it'll be our 2 year. Couldn't quite work it out. Is it 2 years? Is it 3 years? Time flies when you're having fun.
We can have a celebration show.
Of course.
Good.
Yeah, 100%. We should definitely do it. Right, hydrangea incredible is what we're bringing to you next. I've got one of these along with about 4 other hydrangeas. Can't wait to get these planted because the reason is they're easy, they're beautiful, but they like our British weather.
They do, and this one's dramatic as well. So you've got great big flower heads on this, dinner plate flower heads on this one, and this has been bred to keep those flowers more upright in the windy, wet conditions. I mean, they might flop down a little bit when they get wet to start with, but as soon as they dry out, they're going to stand back up and they're going to give you these dramatic displays. I mean, this really is a statement hydrangea. You can see there. I mean, look at that lady's shoulder, and yeah, I mean, look, that's insane.
It's a proper handful, isn't it?
It is indeed, and that limey green colour, and then filtering out to that pure white on the outside. Oof. And this is a really easy hydrangea to prune as well. This is one of the paniculata types, if I can say it. So this one, when you grow this, say 3 or 4 years down the line, you get to March, April, and yours is too tall. You just chop it down to whatever height you want, neatly with sharp secateurs. You know, I don't mean...
Don't get a scythe.
No, don't get a scythe or run over with a mower. Cut it down to whatever size you want, and all the new growth that comes through will flower the same year. So there's no fussiness about pruning these.
It's not awkward, honestly.
It's
Paniculatas flower on new growth, mopeds flower on old growth.
That's it. Simple as.
People get confused. It's not that difficult, is it?
But you can make this a statement plant. There's a pub that I used to drive past, and they had a whole row of these all the way along the front of the pub. And when they were flowering, whoa, it just looked amazing.
And in winter, they look great. I mean, you can obviously tidy it up if you want to, but I highly recommend just leaving the flowers on there. It does protect the plant. They're winter hardy, but it does help to give it just some protection. Gives a refuge for insects and, you know, bugs and stuff like that. But also just looks amazing. Those faded flowers in winter look fantastic. So just leave them on for that extra winter interest. It is called Incredible, but it's also called Strong Annabelle. It's been bred to be stronger than its predecessor, basically, that suffered with weak stems and the flowers. It needed loads of staking, whereas this one has been bred specifically to be stronger, hence the name Strong Annabelle. 510009 is the item number. It's £19.54 if you are in the club, and you can grow hydrangeas quite successfully and happily in pots. They will, you know, they love being in the ground, obviously, and they will get a bit bigger if you plant them in the ground, but you can very successfully grow these in pots. And guess what pot would be amazing?
50 cents.
50 litre heavy-duty pot. Yes, it would be really good for that. Obviously, keep on top of your watering. They are hydrangeas. They want to be kept well watered. But that 50 litre heavy-duty would be fan-flipping-tastic for that one.
What's the across measurement on that, across the top?
50 centimetres.
Oh,
50 centimetre, 50 litre.
Oh, that's easy to remember then.
Yeah, there you go. Right, we're bringing you back over to this table, but we have changed everything around for you. We've got the Buddleia Sun Gold. And I just think... So I love having Buddleia anyway, because I love seeing butterflies. It reminds me of childhood, doesn't it? We used to go and catch butterflies, which, you know, you shouldn't do these days. But we used to get out there with our butterfly nets and stuff. So it brings back memories of childhood. And I love seeing butterflies flying around them. Yeah,
and that's what they're famous for. And I was reading up about this last night. I was just reading what people say about it. And lots of people have said that the most amazing thing about this particular Buddleia was the fragrance.
Yeah.
Really super sweet. Gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. I mean, all Buddleias have fragrance, but this one in particular really pumps out a beautiful fragrance, and it's got slightly different flower heads. So rather than those conical shaped flower heads, this forms like clusters or little sort of ball shapes of flower there. That deep honey colour in the middle. I've got to sneeze.
Bless you.
Me.
Be blessed.
I always sneeze when I come into this corner. It's weird. Kind of more yellow as the flower fades out at the edge. It is a hardy plant, a tough plant. It will grow in full sun. It will grow in poor soils. It will grow in an exposed position. They're really not fussed about soil, Buddleias. The only thing they don't particularly like is deep shade and really, really wet soil. And the only slight difference with this one is this one flowers on old wood. So what you would do with this one is, if you prune this kind of mid to late summer-ish, just allow enough time for new growth to develop, and that will give you your flowering wood again for 2026. But for the first 3 or 4 years, don't even think about pruning it. Just leave it. Just leave it to grow, because it can get to 2 or 3 metres tall. But for the first 2 or 3 years, just let it grow. Let it flower. Let it luxuriate. It will last for donkey's years, and you'll love it. It's a beautiful shrub, easy, loved by the pollinating insects, and it'll be loved by you for its ease of growth and its fabulous fragrance.
It is beautiful, honestly. I do love Buddleia. I mean, we've got a few different varieties, but that one's definitely a special one. It's a £5 saving on there. It's £12.74. It's in a massive tub, honestly. For £12.74, that's just going to be brilliant in your gardens. I would go in the ground with that and give it some space to grow. It will be rooty. They're always rooty, aren't they?
I think we have had this one out.
We must have done.
Before.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you can see.
Nice and rooty plant there, so that's going to get established really quickly.
Yeah,
560498 is your item number. Go to YouGarden.com to place your orders. You can use the phone lines as well if you want to, but tell them you've got a code to use so you get your saving and your free postage. Right, Nandina Firepower. We know how much we love the Nandina Firepower for its evergreen beauty, but again, this one is bulletproof.
It is. It's a big box ticker, this one. It's drought tolerant. It's super frost tolerant. You don't need to prune it. You don't need to shape it. You don't need to deadhead it. It's evergreen, and it's also ever red, because a lot of the time of the year the foliage is green and red, more kind of red late winter to early spring. It'll flower eventually as well for you as little white flowers that turn into gorgeous berries. You can grow it in a pot. You can grow it in a container. You can grow it in beds and borders. It will get probably to about knee height, thereabouts, 60 60 centimetres max. So it's a nice compact shrub. You can grow it on a balcony, you can grow it in beds and borders, it will grow in full sun, it will grow in part sun. Yeah, it's brilliant, it's easy. It's just plant it, love it, leave it. It's one of those. It's
so easy. I mean, I've just got one in a pot. It's one of those things that looks good all year round, and I just don't do anything to it. Yeah. I never prune it. I will water it occasionally, and I might give it a little feed every now and then, but I can pretty much just walk past it, appreciate it, oh, you're pretty, and carry on doing my other jobs in the garden. That's why this is such a good plant. 510823 is the item number. £5 saving on that one. We've often talked actually about creating in the right garden a great big row of hydrangea and then putting a row of nandina in the front, because it looked good in the summertime, but then in winter when the hydrangea's faded, you've still got all that gorgeous colour from the nandina in the front. I really like the idea of doing that. Might do it in the next garden. Yeah, that would make an amazing hedge. I mean, if you've got a lavender hedge that's sort of got past its time, and you want to plant something different, plant a hedge of these. Yeah, that would be phenomenal. I think it looks so good. Yeah, I'm up for it. That's the next thing you've got to do when you move. In my north-facing garden. Are you writing all these things down? You're doing? It's logged up here. We need to know. 510823 is the item number. £5 saving off that one. Right, we're still summer bedding, obviously. I know we've had a really nice run of warm weather. It feels like we should be past this point, but no, it's still only the end of April. It's only the end of April. So yes, we are bringing you summer bedding. And if you haven't stocked up on your summer bedding yet, Busy Lizzies are a great one. Another one for a shady spot in the garden. Yeah, and another good doer as well, because these are all the little samples we've got here are already starting to flower for you. Those plug plants come to you with blossom on them, and they are going to keep flowering all the way up until the frost. I mean, literally, and what I've been finding in recent years, working outside for 40 years, I've been finding now we don't really get damaging frosts until about the second week of November. So these will keep going up to that point. And even a very light frost they'll get through. You can grow them in towers, you can grow them in window boxes, you can grow them in hanging baskets, you can do what they've done here, either side of some steps, but they're a great plant for those shadier areas. I've got loads of these on order coming my way for my garden, because the back of my bungalow gets sun first thing in the morning, but I've got a little border there and it's shady the rest of the day. And these Busy Lizzies, they love growing in that position. They can be a little slow to get going to start with, but one plant will cover a dinner plate size of space, and once they start flowering, they're just like this. You don't see the foliage, you just see constant colour, and you don't even need to deadhead them. Honestly, they're the easiest, most happy, most flower-producing bedding plant you could grow. They're phenomenal. They really are phenomenal. It's a £8 saving on that one. It's £10 and 18 pence in the club. So get those in your basket to get just a flowering phenomenon all the way through the summertime. Just wanted to say that Bumble's message saying that Tony's health is doing much better and he's back out in the garden again, which is wonderful to hear. We're so pleased to hear about that. Ruth, yes, send it through. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to help, but of course, if you want to send that through, just customer services aren't able to answer for some reason, but we can certainly take a look, and if I can help, I definitely will. So if you want to send it to the YGTV address, send it over. We'll see what we can do on that one. Marisia, she's probably gone already, but she says she has to go. She has to have a nap because she had heart repair operation last November, so she says she'll catch up later. Marisia's one of our newer viewers, isn't she? I think so, yeah. So she's going to see us on Sunday. Happy gardening, which is lovely. If she watches back, hope you enjoyed your nap, Marisia. Rhiannon's in, saying good morning all, and Becky was asking sun gold going in a pot. Well, the 50 litre heavy duty. Yeah. Actually, now that changes things a little bit. I think potentially in something as big as the 50 litre heavy duty you could. I would have argued that previously that one's probably slightly too big a variety to go in others. But you probably could, couldn't you, in the 50 litre? And of course you can prune buddleia as well, so if it gets too big you can prune it down. So yeah, that would be possible. That's it. I've caught up. So thank you very much. Let's bring you over to the black baccarat. Now that should probably be somewhere else. Check out the colour of that rose. It's like velvet. It is a beautiful, I mean, we call it black baccarat. It's not quite black, but actually when the buds first form, they do have a real dark colour. I mean, this is not a scarlet red, is it? It's a real deep, dark, moody kind of colour you get from it. Yeah, I mean, I used to have this
this rose. Unfortunately, I had to sort of move it, and it didn't like being moved.
Didn't
but
like
yeah,
it.
no, I moved it at the wrong time. Should have known better. But yeah, I had this rose, and I tell you, when the flowers come out, whoa, it's like somebody's made the flowers out of velvet, and it's such a rich rose, and it's so super double flowered. It's mega double flowered. It has a fragrance as well, a nice sweet fragrance. And look at the foliage. I mean, this has got such wonderful, healthy, glossy foliage.
It has, hasn't it?
In fact, the foliage colour almost matches the flower colour. It's an upright rose. It's a vigorous rose. I say vigorous. I mean, it only gets to about 1 metre tall or so, but this really is a statement rose. It's an unusual rose. It make a beautiful cut flower.
I think it'd be great to pair with, I mean, a lot of different coloured roses, but, you know, obviously I'm going to go to the extreme here, but maybe if you've got like the New Dawn or the Iceberg and you've got one of the lighter, whiter coloured roses.
That would look nice.
To pair it or put it near that. But that deep colour, I think, could work with a lot of brighter coloured roses and really offer contrast, couldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I think even if you sort of planted some of the nandinas around and underneath this, that could be quite a nice sort of contrast, really, because the foliage would kind of pick up on both plants, for example. But yeah, this is just, it's a hybrid tea rose as well, this one, which means...
Oh, yeah, love hybrid tea.
So they're what I call like your Valentine's Day roses. So you get a nice straight stem, a really big flower on each, and it will repeat flower as well. So after the initial flower, you deadhead, and I normally suggest to go down the stem to about the thickness of a drinking straw, say between a drinking straw and a pencil, just cut above an outward facing bud, and you'll get a new shoot come, and that will flower for you a little later in the season. So you can get them to repeat flower. You could grow this in a large container or a tub, just feed it, water it. And just one quick last thing to say is, when you get this one home, where you've got this sort of like what we call this knuckly bit here, make sure this bit is at least ½ inch to 1 inch below soil level. It's not in the right depth in the pot because the root is so blooming big on this. We can't. There goes the label. We can't get it to the bottom of the pot. But when you finally plant it, this bit here,
the knuckle goes underground, doesn't it?
Yeah, ½ inch to 1 inch under the ground.
Stops it from rocking as well, so it provides a bit of stability to it. Particularly if you're in a slightly more exposed area, it can really sort of help it to root in. If it's rocking around, it stops the roots from getting.
Yes.
You know, solid and strong.
It says here as well about the fragrance. Yeah, that's got fragrance upright. Yeah, about 60. Yeah, about 110 centimetres. We're saying. So that's
4 foot.
So it's not a really sort of big kind of crazy mad rose, but it is a stunner. It's a knockout.
That'd look really nice next to my Arthur Bell, my lovely yellow one. That'd look so good together, wouldn't it? Shame I'm moving.
Or a bed of geranium roseanne underneath.
Oh, which is exactly where that geranium roseanne is as well. 530513 is the item number. There is a £5 saving on that one. It's £21.24 in the club. So use your code, please, and make sure you are a club member. Another little bit about your grow your own for you. So if you haven't planted them already, if you've not got these before, it's time to add pineberry to your collection. It's a white strawberry, but still tastes like a strawberry with a hint of pineapple to it, and you treat them exactly the same, don't you?
You do. In fact, you can grow these in the same patches you grow in your actual strawberries. They like the same position. They like an open, sunny position. They like a rich, organic, moisture-retentive soil. They do come bare root, which doesn't look very appealing, but get these home, plant them outside. Bex will show you the little crown bit at the top there, and you just need to make sure that is proud of the soil. Obviously, the roots underneath. Keep that little crown bit proud, because then it won't rot off. And what you'll notice, within a couple of weeks, you'll get a little rosette of leaves come out. Probably within a month, you'll see your first little flower stem, and you can get some fruit from these this year. But once they're established, then next year, the year after, that's when the fruit production really kicks in. You can, if you want to, take the flower stems off this year. There is a bit of discussion. Some people say in the first year, take the flower stems off so the plant builds roots and shoots rather than putting all its energy into fruit.
But it's just the first flush of flowers, isn't it? It's not constantly taken off. It's just the first ones. But you don't have to.
But they're a strawberry with a difference, and apparently they've got a sort of a taste, something between a pineapple and a strawberry, hence pineberry. And
the birds don't go for them as much because they don't look as ripe to them as red strawberries, which is one amazing benefit of going for this plant. 320098 is the item number if you want to go for those. It's £8.49 in the club, less than £1 a runner, and you can always create new plants from those as well. First up, we've got in our review the lettuce. This is one of the most popular of the Grow Your Owns that we brought you today. 380156 is the item number for the 6 plug plants, but you can go for this as a 12 plug plant collection where it's 1103. So obviously it works out a slightly better value for money here. It's a cut and come again. Just pick the outside leaves. They'll be ready to crop within just a few weeks. You can start picking those leaves, and if you just do the outside leaves every time you go out, it'll last you right the way through summer up to the autumn months as well. 380157 for the 12 plug plants. Tumbling Toms, this is one of the other really popular ones. The 12 plug plants is what we'll show you, so it's 1103 club price. Nice and compact, only getting to about 30 or 40 centimetres height spread, or should I say dangle, because actually these will tumble and trail over the edges of pots. You can put them into hanging baskets as well. So just taking up a bit less space than some of those other bigger varieties. 370036 for 12 plug plants, but do remember if you want less, you can go for a 6 pack as well. The pink azalea, yeah, I hope you're all going for this one because this is in buds. The buds are starting to turn pink, and that is what the flowers are going to look like, smothering that evergreen foliage. If you've got it already, is yours about to open? Let us know. Ericaceous compost is really important. These are acid-loving plants, so if you don't have acid soil, get yourself some ericaceous compost and plant it in a pot. It can live in a pot forever. They grow really slowly, and they are very, very beautiful. 511720 is the item number on that one. That gorgeous lilac, nice and big, the Catherine, what's her name, Havermeyer, that was it, in the 3-litre pot. £16.99 is the price on that one for club members. And remember, these are so easy. Adam always calls these sorts of things bulletproof. If it gets too big, just chop it off. Honestly, it'll regrow. It's so easy. Some things you can't hard prune, but you can with this one. 511638 is the item number. Fill your garden with glorious lilac scent. I love scented flowers. I really do. I love the beauty, but I love the scent as well. Bottle brush, citrinus. Now this one's a showstopper. When it's in full bloom like that, it really does make you stop and look. There's a bungalow around the corner from me. It's in their front garden, in the gravel, a bit like that picture. And every time I walk past it in summertime and I see it, it makes me stop. I have to stop and look at it. It's so pretty. And of course, pollinators absolutely adore this plant as well. 510046 is the item number. It's a £5 saving. Comes in the 2.5-litre pot, and it's you get your saving and your free postage by using the code YGTV1725. The hydrangea incredible, and they do create massive, great big balls of blooms, these densely packed panicles of flowers. They look fantastic on the plants. They look great as cut flowers. You can dry them, use them for interior decoration. You can spray them as well. Was it you, Adam, that somebody said about a lady who basically let the flowers fade and then took a spray can out and sprayed them? Oh, was that the alliums?
Yeah, alliums. Yeah,
alliums. But you could do the same with hydrangeas.
Actually, you've gone to a new thing there. You could do that.
You could do it with hydrangeas,
definitely.
couldn't you?
Why not?
510009 is the item number on the hydrangea incredible, and it's £19.54 your club price. Nandina, I mean, everyone needs Nandina. How many times do we have to say it? It is such a good plant. It's complete. Oh, Stu's finally got one, yay! It's evergreen. It changes colour with the temperatures. It's got so much interest. It's a feature plant for every season. When it matures, you can get flowers and berries on here, and you can get that colour foliage as well as the lovely kind of, more buttery yellows and green colours. It's just so easy. No pruning, just simple. 510823 is the item number if you'd like to go for the Nandina Firepower. And then we've got the Buddleia Sun Gold here. So something a little bit different, round balls of flowers rather than elongated panicles. Amazing scent included in there as well, because this one is just incredibly scented. And finally, it is the butterfly bush. So it's going to invite all of those gorgeous pollinators into your garden. It will get quite big, but with our new 50-litre heavy-duty pots, we do believe that you could grow this quite successfully in those 50-litre heavy duties. I would normally say that you should go in the ground with that one, but I think you could get away with it in that large pot. I think it'd be all right. £12.74 is your club price on there. Make sure that you're using the code, please. It's on the screen. It's there most of the time. YGTV1725 is the code for this week. We do change it on a weekly basis, but that's what gives you all of your savings. That's what gives you your free postage as well. We always talk about 2 prices on screen. You want the lowest price, don't you? You need to join the club, please. It costs you £10 to join. That's your price for the year. It's one-off cost of £10. If you keep that your club membership running, and a tip here is make sure you update your card. You know, when your expiry date runs out on your card, just update it with customer services. They'll be able to add it on. If you keep your membership running, you'll only ever pay £10 for joining the club. You'll pay the price you paid when you joined, and that will be on a yearly basis. So if you keep it running and we put the price of the club up, you won't pay the higher price. You'll pay the price that you paid when you first joined. You get your £20 worth of YouGarden vouchers. You'll get a couple of postage vouchers included as well, and you're going to get that 15% discount from everything that you buy. Nearly everything, sorry. There is the outdoor machinery and stuff like that, but you'll still get a 7.5% discount on those too. So it's a fantastic club. Again, it's 50% more discount than you used to get. We have made it better. At the beginning of the year, it all got better. We were very excited about that. So there's loads of reasons to be here with us on YGTV. We broadcast twice a week, on a Thursday and on a Sunday as well. So come and join us for live chat, fun, help, tips, bit of community. It's always lovely. Right, Adam, come and join me. We're going to just do a quick run through. Just drop some elastic bands. We're going to do a quick run through the favourites, and then we're going to go back over and see all the herbs to finish the show off. We've got about, I don't know, 15, 16 minutes left.
So when I open those packets of herbs, whoa.
Oh, the scent got you, did it?
Lovely.
All right, starting off with the Lofos collection. 3 colours included in here.
Yeah, these are fantastic plant for growing up or training down in a hanging basket. You've got that lovely mix of colours. You've got the heart-shaped leaves. They've got that lovely etching around the edges as well. And these are quite good bedding plants because they will flower for you late summer, right up until autumn, so they're going to give you that nice autumn boost. But a beautiful mix of colours here. You can grow them in an easy fill if you want to, or in one of our not easy fill, yes. Yeah, easy fill hanging basket, or a tower pot. That's what I meant to say first time. So you can grow them up or grow them down. You can indeed. 401010 is the item number. It's £17.83 in the club. Massive £9 saving on that one as long as you use your code. Begonia Sahara, a shade-loving bedding plant. And a bit of an ironic name as well, but there you go. It might be called Sahara, but it certainly doesn't like Saharan temperatures. This one's great for shade. You've got the lovely foliage colour on this as well. Some of those plum-coloured leaves, some are lovely and bright green. You've got the reds, the pinks, the whites. These do not need deadheading. Just feed them if they're in pots, troughs or hanging baskets. Plant them in beds and borders, but they're fantastic for those shady positions where you want to get colour, and they'll flower their socks off for months and months and months, right up until the frosts finally knock them out, and which could be as late as November, the way we are going these days. £17.84. Just check out how many flowers are on there now. They're just plug plants. They're not even planted in the ground yet. Look, loads and loads of flowers on there. They are climbing out the boxes. 401316 is your item number. Use your code. You get your free postage and you'll get your saving as well. Azalea japonica, the pink spider. Get it now so you enjoy the flowers. Yeah, this is what's coming to you. Smothered in buds like this, evergreen, gorgeous, shiny foliage. Grow in a pot if you haven't got ericaceous compost or acid ground. Grow it in a pot of ericaceous compost. The foliage disappears under this incredible amount of flower, pink with the white edges, for a good 4 or 5 weeks. It's hardy, it's slow growing, it only gets to about 60 centimetres eventually, but a great container plant. Or as I say, if you've got rhodies and azaleas in the garden, plant it with those. Caroline, I would not pinch out osteospermum. I don't think it's needed, would you? No, I wouldn't either. No, I'd leave them. They can be left. You don't need to pinch those out. They just do their thing. That's not one you need to worry about. No, because they kind of multi-branch pretty naturally anyway, because they're more ground cover than upright. OK, big plant, small price. Yes, please. Delphinium Magic Fountain. Yeah, Delphinium, dramatic, incredible. We're going to be lucky enough to see them at the Chelsea Flower Show next month in the marquee, and they are some of the most extraordinary, exquisite, stunning flower spikes you can ever see. Can't guarantee the colour, but whatever colour you get, you're going to be blown away by it. These ones don't need staking. They're compact. They'll flower for you twice in the year if you trim them down after flowering and feed them. Come back year after year. Just one word of caution. In the spring, when the new shoots come through, just put some strolch or something away to keep the slugs and snails away. Give them space, give them a sunny spot, and they will just beguile you with their beautiful, stunning blooms. Yeah, they really do. Honestly, I stop and stare at those. Delphiniums are just so pretty. Remarkable. 511552 is the item number. £8.49 club price. £8.49 for that plant right there. Amazing. Right, upright geranium firecrackers for you next. The pack of 12 plug plants you're getting here. Bright red zingy flowers and fabulously fragrant foliage. Yeah, a bit lovely zonal sort of markings on that foliage as well. That.
Let me have a sniff. I want to sniff. I want to sniff. Give me a sniff.
Yeah, go on then.
Oh, yeah. I love it so much.
I
love it.
Yeah, but you can see how beautiful those plants are. These are going to be flowering in no time at all. Month after month of flowers, that deep red colour, which is really nice. The foliage is attractive. Deadhead them, keep them flowering, and if you take them indoors for the winter time, a bright, cool windowsill, they'll keep flowering indoors as well, and you can keep them going. And they are one of the most crazy drought-tolerant bedding plants you can grow. You see those little troughs there? If you didn't water them for a month, they'd still be okay. They wouldn't thank you for it, but they wouldn't die. They'd still be alive.
Yeah, I planted geraniums in smaller pots last year because of that reason, because they're just more drought tolerant, which is brilliant.
You know when they're really, really dry because the leaves start to go a bit of a dark reddy colour, and that's when they're drought stressed. But they still cling on, and you give them a drink, and they just come back again. 401701, £4.99 saving, £12.74 club price. Please join the club. Please join the club. I say that because obviously we want loads of club members, but I say that also because I want you to save as much money as you possibly can on your gardening items, and that is the best way to do it, by watching us here on YGTV, but also by being a club member. I'm one, he's one, Stu's one. We're all club members. We don't just tell you to do it and not do it ourselves. We are actually all club members too. Right, Plum Victoria. Have we managed to fix the postage issue, Stu? I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. Anyway, so it's free postage on everything here in the potting shed as long as you use the code. If you've got any issues, let us know. But I think we've fixed this one now. This comes to you in the 5-litre pot. Great big pot here, but this one's been grafted, so it's not going to get too tall. No, this is about a couple of metres, this one, 2.5 metres, so it's not going to be huge. You could grow it in one of these 50-litre pots. And of course, Victoria, probably the most famous plum tree in the world. You can eat the fruit straight from the tree. You can make it into jams. You can, you can bake with it if you want as well. Sort of mid to late summer fruiting, beautiful blossom in the spring, hardy, reliable, disease-resistant. Just a go-to plum, to be honest. Yeah, love it, and really easy for us to grow in the UK. Obviously, you can grow these in our pots as well. 300025 is the item number. The graft point is here, look, so this you need to make sure that this stays out of the top of the soil surface. I would probably be planting it at roughly the same height that it's already in the pot. Use our professional compost. There's nothing different you need to use, like ericaceous. Just plant it in our professional compost. Keep it watered. Definitely give it a feed. You get the beautiful blossom in spring, and you will start producing those plums later on in the year. That's a really pretty sight, isn't it? Look at that. It's gorgeous plums. And again, when you've picked plums from your own tree, they are so amazingly sweet. Yeah. Because sometimes I bought them in the supermarket, they'd still be a bit crunchy and a bit bitter. So, because, again, I'm not knocking supermarkets, but obviously if they pick plums when they're perfectly ripe, put them in a lorry, bumped up and down, they'd be jam, wouldn't they, by the time they arrived? There'd be kind of a plum fall dripping out the back of the lorry. But you can pick them at that perfect moment. You can put them exactly perfect, yeah. £15 saving on that one. Wow. OK, £21.24 in the club, no postage. So we give you a £15 saving. We also say you can save 15% off that price, and we're going to give you free postage as well. This is why you like us. This is why you watch us. And lifetime guarantee. Yeah, hardy, lifetime guarantee on this one. 300025 if you want to go for that one. Next up, Nathan's just come in the chat apparently. Nathan, you missed us. We're going soon, but thank you for coming in. Nathan, we've got the Trachycarpus back in stock. Take a little look. Right, so if you're looking for some plant pots as well to go with some of these things, we've got the brand new XL heavy duty pots. These are an upgraded version of our heavy duty pots. I'll show you how big these are, look. I mean, look. That is how much of me disappears into this. It is absolutely huge. There we go. We do still. It's like getting a new puppy, isn't it? So I working with Adam like a new puppy. No, I've got my new puppy. I've got my little Jake and poor Otis. I love them both equally, but this is a bit what goes on here. Look at our new pot. Look at our new pot. Go away. But Bex, we still love our 30-litre. It is still fantastic. And there's horses for courses. Exactly. So let's show you the difference first of all. So this one has got 4 drainage holes in the bottom, but
obviously when that's sat flat on the ground, these holes can get blocked. Check out what's going on here. We've got channels. There's 3 holes this side, there's 3 holes that side. Look, I'm sticking my fingers in the holes. 3 that side, and then 3 that side as well. But plus there's the channels that are running across here, so the drainage is even better. And you've still got the big drainage holes that go all the way around the side as well. So this is...
Look, a little hole in the side.
This is why this one is so much better, I think. You can plant more in this one as well, which is the great thing here. Sorry, Adam, I've done all the talking. You do some talking.
No, that's fine. I mean, yeah.
Apologies, I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, and these are tough. I mean, you know, you can't even deform the shape of these because they're
really strong.
Yeah, and these are going to last you donkey's years. They're UV stable as well. And the drainage holes are great because when you even look side on, they're flat. You've got that groove, so they're not going to get blocked. They're always going to drain really, really well because they're proud of the ground. Whereas on the other one, they sit flat, but then we've got holes in the side on that one as well. So they're both brilliant. But
they are both brilliant.
It's just whatever your need is, to be honest.
Well, I was talking about my 3 blueberry plants. I've got 1 each in a 30-litre pot, but I think I could actually get away with putting all 3 in this one pot, which means I'm going to end up taking up less space because it's the footprint of 1 of these rather than 3 of these. So you're still going to love your 30-litre heavy duties, but there might be some things you're planting. You need something a little bit bigger, and this is the one to go for.
I've thought about. Can you imagine how many spuds you can grow in this?
How many spuds?
Yeah, if you use this as a potato growing pot, goodness me, I mean, whopper amount of spuds in this one.
Well, maybe some tropical plants like your banana trees and things like that you need to move in the winter time, and that would be great, wouldn't it?
All those sorts of things.
Love it. Okay, look, check out how much greenery we've got on this table. We haven't got much longer left, so we need to crack on. We might overrun. Who cares? We're going to talk to you. We're going to talk to you about the garden mint collection.
Right
now, pots for these, right?
Hang on, I'm going to do something. I've got to get the aromas going, and then.
Oh my word, that is sweet and delicious, isn't it?
So
that smells like a soft mint.
You're thinking mojito.
No, I was thinking about soft mints, those chewy soft mints. But a mojito.
No, Stu was thinking mojito. Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking super crunchy, crispy roast potatoes with a sprinkle of mint sauce on each one. That's what I'm thinking.
All right, but plant these in pots, yes, not in the ground.
Yeah, goodness me, yeah. Because,
plant them in pots.
Yeah, I mean, it's already got a crazy root system on it, because mint doesn't want to share. Mint's into world domination. Yeah.
But you should still have them in your garden, just don't plant it in the ground, keep it in a pot.
Yeah, mint could
be... Tough, though, really easy. I mean, drought tolerant, very little care, just plant it, love it, plant it, leave it, love it.
That's it. And also, another thing you can do with mint is a little later in the summer, trim it down, and then the new growth that comes would have the more tender, tasty leaves. But yeah, it's easy.
6 plug plants, 750020, £8.49. Just a 6-pack of these. To be perfectly honest, you don't need 12 because they're quite vigorous. So 6 is enough. £8.49 on that one. Curly leaf parsley. Now, I absolutely adore using parsley. It's not just a garnish. It used to just be a little bit... People would put a sprig of parsley on the top of a plate just to add a bit of greenery, didn't they? But actually, parsley can be used in so many recipes. And Adam, you were telling us that this is actually really quite difficult to get started.
Oh, it could be a so-and-so to grow from seed, parsley. Yeah, it doesn't always germinate very well. So all the hard work's been done for you here. You've got that gorgeous little clump of parsley there. I mean, you could even start picking a few leaves of this. I'd let it mature a little bit more. I did that the other day, because I love the taste of parsley. I tell you what I like doing with parsley. I like putting a few sprigs in a tomato soup, just on the top of some tomato soup. It reminds me of fish, basically. Doing a nice parsley sauce to go with some fish. I think they say if you chew parsley, it's meant to get rid of garlic breath.
Apparently.
I've heard as well. But easy to grow. In my old house in Bishop Stortford...
Maybe we should try it. Sorry, I'm only joking.
In my old house in Bishop Stortford, I grew a little parsley hedge all the way along the edge of my border, and it looked brilliant, because it's a perennial. It'll come back year after year. Nice, bright, sunny, well-drained position. But yeah, easy.
Lovely.
Because we've done all the hard work.
750022 is the item number on that one. You're going to get your 6 plug plants included, £8.49. A very simple plant, that one. Honestly, plant it, love it, leave it. Sage. Coming up for you next. This is the herb English sage for you. 6-pack of plug plants, £8.49. This one is perennial too, right?
It is, yes, perennial. It grows into a small shrub, a bit like, it's got sort of similar habits to lavender, so it likes a really hot, well-drained, sunny position. It will flower as well. It's lovely purple flowers. It's a member of the salvia family, so it's almost like an ornamental salvia, but in this case you eat the foliage. And what I would suggest is after a year or two, just trim it back in the spring, because it can get a little bit woody. And then all the new leaves, all the new foliage that comes will be nice and edible, and it won't get really woody. But all great for pots and containers as well. But they do like full sun, well-drained position, very drought tolerant. And when they flower, they're absolutely loved by the pollinating insects. That's the oregano, that one. Yeah.
Hey, I'll put it out in a minute.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, there we go. So that's your sage.
Lovely. So 750065 is the item number. It's a 6-pack of plug plants for £8.49.
I wish I could get a 6-pack for that amount of money.
I wish I could get a 6-pack as well.
I'd order about a dozen of them.
Next up, we've got the lovely oregano. I do love this for, like, Italian cooking. Oregano. This works really nicely, doesn't it, for that kind of
good flavour, this one.
Really good flavour.
And all pretty similar on these, because most of these herbs, full sun, good drainage, that's what they adore. Most of them are growing quite poor soil, and the marjoram flowers as lovely purple flowers that the bees and the pollinators go berserk for. So grow all these, not just for herbs, grow them as ornamental plants as well. So you can get both from these. They can look beautiful as ornamentals, but also they will flower and they're loved by the bees.
They are loved by the bees. 750067 is the item number if you want to get some herb oregano plants in your garden. £8.49. All went by. Her cucumbers have just arrived. See you later. Come back on Sunday. She's going to go and plant them now. That is exciting. I love it. That you're allowed to run away for plants being delivered.
Not outside yet, though. Not outside yet. No.
But you're... Oh, she's gone. That's one of the reasons you're allowed to leave, basically, if you've got plants arriving or you're going to go and do gardening.
Yeah.
Those are the only reasons you're allowed to leave us.
Especially if you've got them from us as well, so, you know.
You can do whatever you like, obviously. Right, we've got some mixed packs for you. So if you want a whole bunch of things, first of all, we've got the Essential Herb Collection, where you're going to get 6 different varieties. You're going to get 36 in total. You've got mint, parsley, chives, oregano, sage and coriander included in here. I love coriander.
Coriander's a really, really good one.
So many people hate it, but I love it.
Because they put that in Indian cooking, don't they? Coriander's quite common in Indian cooking.
Do you love it? Do you hate? Because I don't think there's a middle ground with coriander. It's one of those ones you
Marmite.
either love or you hate. Or apparently it's an evolutionary thing. We have looked this up. Isn't it more intelligent people love coriander? Or, sorry, more evolved people like coriander.
Well, it's like cardamom, isn't it? Cardamom seeds. Some people like those, and other people just think they're...
I love coriander.
Yeah, I do. I think coriander
I have piles of it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
My husband doesn't like it, so I tell him all the time that I'm more evolved than he is.
No, I'm well into coriander, definitely. I like all herbs, pretty much. There's not many... Well, I can't think of one I don't like.
Well, there you go. You need this collection then. Get it growing.
And easy, again. Full sun, well-drained, in the beds, in the borders, growing pots as well. Create your little herb garden if you want to. Brilliant.
Yeah.
I think coriander is a annual herb, isn't it, I think?
Yes, I think you're right.
The others are all perennial.
They're all labelled, they're all named, so you know exactly what you're getting and where you're planting them. And I want my own little kitchen garden. Just nip out, oh, I'm cooking this today. Oh, I've got some herbs that can go on there. That's exciting.
Yeah, because you can buy those dried ones, can't you? But
they're never quite as good.
No, they kind of lose their flavour, don't they?
Yeah.
So when you use them fresh, and of course, you've got the fragrance. You can make up a little bouquet garni, couldn't you, with these, and drop it into your casserole or your soup or whatever you're doing.
750070 if you want the Essential Herb Collection. If that's too many, I appreciate that might be for a few people. We do actually have the Kitchen Herb Collection where it's 3 packs here. You're going to get parsley, coriander and sage included in there. Really, like well-used herbs for the garden. It's not like we chucked some in that you're like, what on earth is that? When am I ever going to use it?
Yeah, I mean, it's superb. And I do like the Essential Herb Collection. I think that's great because that's a whole sort of garden in one. But as I say, if you're more sort of specific in what you want to grow, but all these, the quality of these, that's what's really jumping out at me, Bex. The quality of these is phenomenal.
Yeah. We've got a parsley here, we've got a coriander there, we've got a sage leaves down the front there. And they're just going to be, I don't know, I say it again, it's nice and easy. It's wonderful to wander out in the garden during the summer and go and get your little bits and pieces to make your meal even better. It just makes you feel like you're in the good life, doesn't it?
Well, what I like the idea of is you go out in the garden and then you get a little, I don't know, little sort of basket and you collect all the different herbs.
A little basket and come in like la 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 la.
That's it. And then you go to the greenhouse, you pick your little tumbling Tom tomatoes, you know, and then you might, I don't know, go and harvest. What else did we do today? You might get some of your lettuce. You cut and come again lettuce and your spinach, and it's all from your garden, all fresh from you. You haven't bought it anywhere. It's no wrapping around it, no plastic. Nothing, just completely, utterly fresh on your plate. Oh, I love it.
Love it, definitely.
Love it.
750069 is the item number for the kitchen herb collection. That's where you get the 3 varieties. It's 18 plug plants in total. If you've liked what we've shown you so far, maybe you've only just tuned in, you want to see what else we've got, go there, look in the website, click on YouGarden TV, and then just scroll down. This is where you watch on the website as well, by the way. It's also where you can catch up on any previous shows. And this is where we've got everything that's got the free postage. So everything that's been selected for the shows today, you'll find in here. The lettuce, the tomatoes, those are super popular. There's 2, by the way, because we've got 6 packs and 12 packs of certain ones. Higher price will obviously be the bigger pack, but better value per plug. So click through, add to your basket, view your basket, enter your code. So there, look, YGTV 1725. If he takes it out, you'll see what happens. Look, so it's got $12.98 for the lettuce. Oh, your code's stuck in, Stu. Something's gone wrong. Anyway, if you ever want to clear your code, put web in apparently. I think that's set up with no postage on it anyway. But anyway, look, you enter your code to get your postage removed. You enter your code to get any of the savings removed as well. So we change the code every week. This week it's YGTV 1725. There's also a lower price point on the screen there, and that is the club price. We don't want to pay this price. We want to pay this price, please. But thank you very much. So join the club to get you 15% discount, free vouchers, free postage included in your welcome pack that comes through as well. We will be back on Sunday. Yay. If you want to catch up, go to, YouTube, Facebook, all the rest of it. You can watch and catch up if you've missed any of the show. It's not you this Sunday, is it? It's the return of Sean on Sunday.
It is, yeah. I'm here Saturday, but not Sunday.
So we'll be live on TikTok this afternoon, both myself and Adam, from about 1ish. If we can get set up in time, roughly 1ish, we'll get set up and we'll be live on TikTok if you want to come join us on there. Adam will be live on TikTok on Saturday. Are you doing 2 shows on Saturday? 2 shows, yep. Morning and an afternoon.
Morning and afternoon with Matt, I think.
Yes, and then I will be back with Sean Ryan for YGTV on Sunday morning, and then for a TikTok on Sunday afternoon. So you can find us in lots and lots of different places. If you'd like to come and join us, you are most welcome, obviously. So thanks everybody for joining us today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've filled your baskets. Go and get out in the garden now, or get yourself a cup of tea and a bit of lunch first. See you soon.
Bye.